If the Lions go 12-4, I'm sending this tape in to ESPN.
Welcome to the Champs, baby. We don't win in the specific years that I want us to win. Let's go! I was big on them and so was Chandler. Because he's not the better player. Watch them play football.
Oh my God, you watched the highlights? Did you watch Johnny Manziel's highlights when he... Whoa, guys. Look at me. I'm going to go throw the ball.
If Stidham outperforms Newton, Stidham's going to start. That's all you have. How are you going to win the division with that? How's it going, everybody? And welcome to the weekly recap episode for the NFL of the Nosebleeds podcast. Every week, we're going to be recapping all of the news and games that happened in the past week of the NFL. This week, we're going to just have a season preview, give you all the big news going into the season, as well as a special fantasy football segment that's going to be giving you an update of all of our viewers' teams that they sent in. So this episode is going to go up every Tuesday. This week's special edition is going up on Thursday, the day before that games start, but usually it should go up on a Tuesday. But yeah, we have a lot of NFL news to talk about. I'm here with our football crew, Andrew DONIS, Stuart Brooks, and Chandler Betts. Thank you guys so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
We made it to the intro.
I know, we finally made it to the intro after about 40 takes, but, it's a grind here on the Nosebleeds podcast.
It really is.
Yeah, we have a lot to talk about this week, but before we do, to all of our viewers out there, make sure to follow us at nosebleeds__podcast on Instagram so you can get all of the latest updates and news with the podcast, as well as Chris made a TikTok for us. Follow us on TikTok at Nosebleeds Podcast. Just Nosebleeds Podcast, one word. You should find it there. Chris has been posting a lot of clips there. I've posted a couple too, but Chris is really grinding out getting those clips up on there. So make sure definitely go check it out for some more Nosebleeds content. So why don't we dive into it? Thanks, Stuart.
I'm sorry. I'm drinking it.
Why don't we dive?
There's a mute button.
What high quality content, guys, for all of our viewers out there. So why don't we just dive into it? Get to the big storylines going into the NFL season. We'll start with going around the league, and then we'll take a deeper look at the teams that the guys here on the show cheer for. So we'll start with the big news that broke earlier in the past week. Leonard Fournette getting cut by the Jaguars and then getting signed by who but the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who have signed basically all of the free agents this offseason. They signed him to a one-year deal, and I lost my mind. I was super pissed when this happened.
Yeah, Nick, the Brady jealousy is really reaching all-time high for Nick and for most people. I thought it was also surprising that they were going after a running back to a certain degree because they have Ronald Jones, who, people think is at least decent. And then they also signed, Shady McCoy. So, Fournette's the best on their roster. But, and I don't see why they wouldn't sign him. But I was a little surprised that he didn't go to a team actually like New England because we kind of need a running back. So, it's not shocking. And, the richer get richer, especially on offense in Tampa Bay. But I will admit that I was a little bit taken aback when it first happened.
The biggest thing that came out of this was you'd look at the team and you'd think of them in 2017. You think, oh my gosh, this would be the best team in football. But then Bruce Arians comes out with kind of a peculiar take saying that Ronald Jones II was still going to be their number one guy. And I don't know how much weight to put into that. If I were Bruce Arians, I would absolutely be starting Leonard Fournette, just considering how dominant of a rusher he was. He was a 1,000-yard rusher last year, and that was considered a down year for him. But at first, I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal because, he did have a down year. I think he only had 2 touchdowns, maybe 3.
I think 3.
And, 3 touchdowns.
What yard?
And 1,000, 1,100, almost 1,100 yards. And but then I remembered that, he has Tom Brady and he has Chris Godwin and he has Mike Evans. So they're not going to be stacking the box like they were with the Jaguars. So that's going to give him a lot more room to run. He can get those yards after first contact. That's kind of his specialty because he's not really as much of a speed running back anymore. But he doesn't offer as much to the passing game as Ronald Jones does. So I wonder if that's going to factor into Arians' decision making. But I don't know. There's just a lot of mixed signals coming from the Buccaneers camp right now.
Yeah, I'll say like one big thing that really just pissed me off about it was there were teams that really needed. I mean, literally everything pissed me off about it. Seriously, I wanted the Patriots to sign him.
You get pissed off.
I wanted the Patriots to sign him, and then out of all the teams that he could have gone to, he went to the Bucs. But I think a team that needed him more would have offered more money, and I bet they did. But maybe Fournette kind of hopped on that. Fournette hopped on that bandwagon, the Tampa Bay bandwagon.
Hopped on the bandwagon.
Nick, come on, you should.
Move. How many? I don't know how many miles between Jacksonville.
Yeah, right. From Tampa to
not too
couple
much.
hundred. It's super warm down there. He's still making millions of dollars. They have good
on the bandwagon.
Still.
He's taking what is best.
Yeah, he's taking.
And we also don't know
maybe he plays great. I think his ceiling is probably really high in Tampa Bay. At least that's how he. He wants to be.
I think he's going to do really well there.
I think
he's going to do extremely well there.
I have no idea.
Compared to
he is bald.
What was he?
Nice insight.
That's a very good point, Stuart. That really
he has a beard too.
My perspective on him as a player. I think that's something I really hadn't considered before.
Makes him some more aerodynamic.
With the helmet on.
With the helmet on.
I don't think he's that good. Leonard Fournette was what? Wasn't he the 4th overall pick?
Yes, 26.
I think so.
16, yeah, right.
16 was Zeke.
I mean, he was
okay. That's right.
He's been okay. He's been productive, and I agree. He's never had a great offense. But I've watched some film analysis. I believe Brett Coleman did one on YouTube, and he's not that good. He's productive because they don't have anything else. They're running the ball a lot.
So you're saying you think he get the value from, he's not, special or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm saying he's one of the running backs that doesn't matter. Any running back built like Leonard Fournette, any running back with the measurables that Fournette has would be basically the same guy. He's hardly any different from anybody like that. And that's why I think he's just going to I think they're just going to do a running back committee. I don't think he's going to emerge as this huge guy. I'd stay away from him in fantasy if you guys have any last-minute drafts.
Yeah.
By the time you're
I already drafted him in our league.
You have drafted.
Well, that's a defense for you.
But
especially per PPR. I mean, if they're going to do by committee, then there's these games he get 5 carries or something like that. So you're really not getting much value.
It might be like
2 catches, 20
Kamara,
yards.
Latavius Murray.
Yeah. I mean, I if they do go by committee, I could see him being he has 3 or 4 games where he puts up 120 yards or something. But for the most part, he's from week to week, he's pretty quiet. And
kind of
basically
kind of the Raheem Mostert, he's good. He's good. He could be good.
And except the opposite type of player.
But he doesn't have any of those special. He's not Adrian Peterson or something where he has these special qualities that only a few running backs ever had. You can get his value in the 4th or 3rd round. So
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, you could get Zach Moss out of Utah last year. I think they're pretty similar type players.
Okay, well, I don't know who that is, but it's all good.
Yeah,
Zach Moss,
he got drafted to the Bills.
He's not taking over Devin Singletary's role. I think you told me that, Chandler.
Did
you say that? Okay,
no,
I don't know
you said that when we were drafting in our other league, Donis. Yeah.
You're so abusive, Nick.
You did say that. Yeah, you did.
You did not say that.
It was probably it must have been a joke then because I totally disagreed with you. I was like, Singletary's probably showing a lot of more promise.
I never heard that name before, so to be honest with
you. You overrated Singletary. You made it seem like he was
that's true.
Solid.
Yeah, that's
they're not going to move on.
He's a very good running back, and he showed a lot of promise last year.
Oh, well, he's a running back, and that's the issue here, Nick, is that one year they have a good year, and then it's over. I mean,
like
Sony Michel.
Like Sony Michel, or half the running backs on every roster every season.
Yeah. Running backs are irrelevant. That's why when a running back goes down,
only the top 3 running backs in the league are really all that important.
Yeah, aside from Zeke, Saquon, CMC, Kamara, Derrick Henry, Dalvin Cook, everyone else.
Nick Chubb.
Then you got your next tier. Oh yeah, Nick Chubb's up there. Then you got your next tier Aaron Jones, Josh Jacobs, Miles Sanders. After that, but even those guys, it's
Yeah, you can get that value.
They're replacing
that value.
I mean, we all thought that Melvin Gordon was an elite running back, and then Austin Eckler just takes his role.
Yeah, he just destroyed.
This is not about fantasy. For fantasy, running backs are the most important thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Anybody who knows anything about football gets screwed over their first year in fantasy. First round, I went Aaron Rodgers once. This was way when Aaron Rodgers
Hey, Chris was ready to go with Michael Thomas.
He's
Then I
ready. No,
found out-
he did go with Michael Thomas.
Oh, he did go with
was
Michael
almost
Thomas.
about to go
He
with
was
Patrick
ready to go
Mahomes.
with Patrick Mahomes. That's what he was
Who?
ready to do.
Chris?
Chris.
Yeah, first round.
He took Michael Thomas in
Chris
the
just
draft.
needs some help,
The
guys.
disappointment in Andrew's face just said
He
everything.
needs a manager.
Yeah. Well,
He
that's
joked. He joked with me having my brother be like his assistant, and I was like, my brother knows nothing about football, and
In
I
my
think that he
draft-
probably drafted a better first team.
My draft from the Argentina exchange trip, one of the kids from the U.S., not from Argentina. He took
Oh,
Lamar.
okay. I was like, what the?
Lamar in round 3. Guess who he takes round? Actually, maybe he took Lamar round 2.
Please tell me he took
Wait,
Pat.
Took Pat Mahomes the next round.
Oh,
That's a
Beast.
power play.
That's
I mean, that
right.
screws
You
everybody
trade
else.
one
So
of
much
them
trade
for
left.
Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
Mahomes.
No, you
Or
don't.
MVP.
You never do that.
Sneaky genius. He just
All
looks
right.
at the schedule.
Like Mahomes,
beats it.
like Robert Woods for MT. I'd consider it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
okay.
Works out for both
Anyway,
sides.
Oh, shit.
anyway, I think that's enough of Fournette. He went to the Bucs. We're all pissed. But
That's what we're talking
now let's
You're
move into
pissed.
Von Miller, who
about. I don't
today.
care. He's going to be a running back by committee. He has no effect on the team. Don't talk about
I don't really care much.
You're pissed.
Thanks,
because you're
Eagles fan.
jealous.
Yeah, 'cause
Thanks,
you're
Eagles fan.
salty. No.
Thanks,
I'm with
Eagles
Andrew.
fan.
No, we don't
Yeah, I'm
agree.
also with Andrew.
Too bad. Too
Oh,
bad.
You're
yeah.
salty.
Let's just
You're
have a Let's
salty.
Turn on Nick podcast.
Yeah, well,
How
that's
about
what is
that?
every
Every
podcast.
podcast.
We're
I
getting
am
we're getting
pissed.
to it.
I'm
We're
not
getting
allowed to
to
be
it.
pissed.
We're
Wrong.
getting to it. We're
I'm
getting
allowed
to
to be
another
pissed. I'm
subject.
just saying, I'm pissed. I don't like the Bucs.
Maybe
I'm
you
not
should
gonna
go
like
see
Tom
Maybe
Brady
you should get,
until he
maybe you should get a brain
retires.
scan. Maybe you should get a brain scan. I mean, we talked
Okay.
about this before, but you refused to do it.
All right, wait. All right, let's move on to the next story. So, Von Miller, today at practice, today's Tuesday. We're recording
It
this
was the
late Tuesday
last
night.
play of practice I saw.
Last play of practice, he hurt his lower leg. I think it was his ankle. People are saying he's going to be out for the entire season.
That's his career.
How much of a blow is this
I-
to the Broncos defense?
It's a huge blow.
I mean,
It's huge.
it's a pretty big blow, man.
It's huge.
yeah,
a
it's an incalculable blow. Okay.
Yeah.
So much
the
blow.
Broncos. I was high on them originally, and then I thought about it. And I actually thought about who Drew Lock is as a quarterback. He's okay. Getting overrated.
He's basically Nick.
He missed his reads deep. He
That's
forces
just
balls.
way underrated.
He's nervous.
Oh, okay.
No, now he's the guy that everybody's saying, okay, because the past couple of years, you had Wentz, you had, was it
Mahomes.
Wentz, then Mahomes, then Lamar. You had your second-year quarterbacks all being
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah,
Now
that's
everybody
right,
who
yeah.
doesn't think it's Kyler Murray is saying it's going to be Drew Lock. Maybe. He could be very good. He's a
It's
high
not
ceiling.
like they have like an insane amount of pieces around him, and also
I
the
mean, they
division.
kind of do. They have Cortland
Really?
Sutton. They have Jerry Judy. They have
Not
two really solid
insane,
running
but
backs.
good pieces.
They're not insane, but
They
they're
have
above,
good
they're
pieces.
significantly above average.
Offensive line is not great.
They have a very good
That's
running
like
back
Offensive
tandem.
line's not great.
Yeah, it's
And
true.
also,
Melvin
well,
Gordon is-
as we're talking about this, I know he's on the defensive side of the ball, but Von Miller is like a big chunk of that defense. Now you're
He
gonna have-
is that defense.
Yeah.
He is
Well,
that
Bradley
defense.
Also,
Chubb's gonna
I
Now,
think
especially since
huge
Hayward's
step.
gone.
Chubb's gonna have to be great.
He's gonna have
They
to
also
be-
lost. what's his
Hayward.
name? Hayward.
Not Hayward.
Not
Yeah,
Hayward.
Hayward.
Chris Harris.
Yeah,
Harris
yeah.
to the Chargers,
And they
yeah.
lost Derek Wolf this off. He went to the Ravens.
Yeah,
And
So-
Arts,
Oh, yeah.
their true safety. Now he's on the Eagles.
Yeah, well, it's not looking
it's
good.
just going to be what, Jonathan Simmons or Justin
And also,
Simmons?
we're talking about a division.
Justin Simmons and
Bradley Chubb.
What
Kareem Jackson.
division are the
Is
Ravens?
Kareem Jackson their other safety?
Oh, I don't even
Who?
know.
The Broncos?
Yeah. Who are their
What
safety?
division is the AFC
AFC
playing
West.
this year?
The AFC West.
I don't
Are
know
we
who
playing
they're
them? Aren't we playing them? Yeah, we are.
Oh,
So they're,
yes, we are.
they're
Probably
playing
deal
the
with the AFC.
Yeah, the Patriots. The Patriots are. So, yeah, so they're playing the East.
So they're playing. Okay, so
They could
I was
probably.
just-
They might lose 3 of those 4 games because there's a chance they lose to the Dolphins.
yeah. I mean, I'm not sure.
And there's a good chance they lose to us, too. At
They have that
Gillette.
home
I think
field.
the Broncos. I think the Broncos go 8-8. I think Von Miller's a huge loss to their defense.
Yeah, he's like a full
Um,
game.
I think one of the reasons that Bradley Chubb was so good, I believe his rookie year,
Yeah, that was
was
huge,
because he
yeah.
was playing alongside Von Miller. When you can
Yeah.
learn from
Yeah.
teams have to deal with both of you, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, last year he wasn't that good, right?
Yeah, I mean, last year he was hurt like the whole year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we do have to put this into consideration. It's not guaranteed that he's going to be out for the season. He's going for an MRI.
And Schefter
So-
said it's likely.
Yeah, it is like
Also,
That's about as
do you
close
guys,
to
know,
you
confirmed
guys
as
know
you
who
can
AJ Johnson is?
no.
get. No.
Broncos linebacker. This is his second year in the league. He's 28.
Oh my
Oh
God.
no, that's a great sign.
I believe I forget how he got. Something happened.
Yeah.
I believe there was. I forget what happened. I believe there was some sort of jail time,
Uh-oh.
and then he
Nick
was,
makes
Whoa,
that
whoa, whoa.
face.
and then he was
What happened?
proven innocent or something like that. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
Oh,
Some-
like what's his name? The guy from Baylor.
like Sean Oakland.
Alden Smith?
Yeah, Sean.
Jared
Sean
Stidham?
Oakland.
Oh yeah. Jared Stidham.
What?
Is
He went to Baylor.
this something you don't know? Is
No,
this
the
something
third-
we don't
oh.
know?
Oh no, the third string quarterback. He's gonna end the career.
Yeah, you got
Forget
arrested
this,
for
forget
not
this,
getting the
forget
starting
this.
job.
Yeah, I think
Okay, come
AJ
on.
Johnson.
Don't bring your scissor fingers.
Nobody cares
All right,
about
let's
it.
just be real.
Okay, keep going.
Also, it's a terrible offseason. This man also had the COVID.
Yeah,
Well,
COVID.
off.
that
And
was
he
when our
said that, like,
first episode came out.
It said he messed up he said he like really messed up his lungs afterwards. So not only does he have to deal with that, but now he's got this leg
Damn.
injury. He's in his 30s. I mean, this
Stop.
could be the beginning of the end for him in his career.
Wow,
One of the better
Jeez.
linebackers in probably
Yeah.
history.
I think he comes back.
that's so
I think he comes back, but I
sucks.
don't think he ever returns to his.
No.
Form.
And he was already experiencing.
He's heading to the Washington football team for a
Went
big
from what
contract.
14 and a half sacks to 8 sacks.
Damn.
If I got traded,
I mean,
if I was traded to the Washington football team, I would simply retire.
Just be like, I would simply not play for
Better
them
than the
until-
Jaguars.
At the young
They should
age
have
of
a good
a rookie,
coach.
retire. Who was
the
the
young
there was
age
a
is
rookie that was-
26.
There was a
I would-
rookie. I forget who it was. I think he was on the Eagles. The Eagles had like an undrafted free agent rookie, and he just retired.
But he retired, yeah.
Patriots did too.
Their
We had
backup
the
linebacker,
center out
Our
of
back-
Memphis.
Yeah.
the one in
Yeah,
our
center,
the
yeah.
one in our trailer, Donis, the clip from the trailer that you said,
That I
the
watched.
26-year-old linebacker. Yeah, the trailer that
Yeah.
you watched 1,000 times, right?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Yeah,
26
nosebleeds.
I-
Morale,
as
alongside
the
Morale.
Nosebleeds.
viewer can tell, I prepare a lot for these episodes.
Yeah, that was your number one job.
All right.
All right, anyway, Von Miller's sad situation.
Broncos
Now we
defense
move to the-
is gonna take a huge hit.
Yeah. Now we move to the NFC, to the Bears. Pietro must be kicking
Mad.
himself right now. I don't know what else to say. Yeah.
Trubisky.
They
Over
made-
Big Dick
Trubisky
Nick,
was
I mean,
named
they made
the
those
starter for the
big.
Bears.
That is.
I was just trying to be
On-
optimistic.
That is
I mean,
horrendous. I
bad.
cannot
For the
believe
Bears,
we had the
this is
Bears
very,
making the
very
playoffs in our predictions. That is
looking
the
at
worst take.
Trubisky over the last, I think, 2
Yeah,
seasons
he's
or
really
whatever he's
convinced.
played.
He convinced us to. Sorry, Stuart. Go ahead.
I was just thinking Trubisky's numbers. He has, I think, over the last 2 seasons, I was looking recently, 39 touchdowns and 22 picks. So that's not like, he could be
no, no,
worse.
His stats.
But
a lot.
it's not. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah,
like
it doesn't really fill in
His
for.
stats last year weren't bad, but if you
He
watch the
pads
game,
them. Yeah,
He played
Yeah.
good against the
Added
Lions
stats.
on Thanksgiving.
Misses
That's
the
the only
op-
game I remember seeing.
overthrows,
he's the
underthrows,
opposite
everything.
of clutch.
He's
Oh no.
Like if you're gonna
What-
be like a player who isn't clutch and like doesn't like come through in big moments, you have to put up like really good stats. And his stats are like at best average, and he's making terrible decisions. Like I don't really know. I don't understand. Like you've had now 3 seasons basically of this guy. He kind of got like basically benched last season. I mean,
Yeah.
all I can think is that maybe he was incredible in camp. You traded for another quarterback
Yeah.
who's been
He
a
must have
starter
been
and
good
won
in
a
camp.
Super Bowl. And both must have been bad, and he must have been really good. That's the only thing I can think of.
I want to
Or
put this into perspective. for
or
a
they're
second.
just in denial.
Can I put this
Why
into
would they-
perspective
what do
for
you-
a second?
in denial.
The
No.
owner was like, "We can't do this." Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it, Jalen.
So Nick Foles, or excuse me,
Big
Mitch
dick.
Trubisky has yes, Big Dick Nick. No, Mitch Trubisky has now in his entire NFL career taken the starting position for the Bears from $133 million worth of quarterbacks. When you combine the Mike Glennon contract, which was 3 years, $45 million, and the Nick Foles contract, which
Mike
is 4
Glennon.
years, $88
Don't sleep on Mike Glennon.
Mike
Wait,
Glennon,
whoa.
they signed him.
The Bears
and
signed
then
him to a
traded
4-year,
up
$88
$1
million
million.
contract.
Hold on.
He started week 1. I remember for their team.
He did.
Wait, hold on. Clarify this for me. Did the Bears sign Nick Foles to a 4-year, $88 million
No, the
contract?
No, the Jags did.
Oh, that's
They
what
traded
he
for
already
the whole
had.
contract.
Okay.
I highly doubt Nick Foles is still on the bench by the end of the season.
Oh,
No
yeah,
way.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
Not
He's
good.
gonna
Either that or he's
start.
getting traded.
Probably
Mitch
after week
Trubisky
1.
is like the floor for Justin Herbert. That's the way I see it.
Damn. Oh
No,
my
Yeah.
God.
Trubisky,
Huge
his
arm.
biggest
He's
knock
like the
coming
ceiling
out
for
of
Jared
college-
Stidham.
It was that his biggest knock was that he didn't know what a hard count
that's
was.
harsh.
No, it's not.
That's
Why is that
pretty
harsh? You
bad
really think
for a
Stidham's going to
quarterback.
throw more than 30 touchdowns in his career?
At least Stidham is smart. He knows what a hard count
Is
is.
he? How do you
He
know he's
does?
smart?
I mean, how much has he played football, Nick? How many times has he been in the field?
Enough to know what a hard count is.
Really?
I
He threw a
don't know
nice
about
pick
that
six, and now he's
Yeah,
pretty much done. His career's pretty much over.
Dude,
So.
I sat down with him at a
No, you
nice
didn't.
brunch
At Jimmy's.
at Jimmy's.
That
Went to
he made,
Magic
of
City.
course.
You were the dancer. He was the man going
Oh
there.
my. Okay, Mitch is not,
Okay.
and people are gonna look him up, see his stats on Google, the little
They're
20
like,
whatever.
oh, he's not that bad.
No, I think
Yeah,
like
because if you
20.
look at those numbers, you say,
Those-
oh, you know,
So
he's average.
inflated.
But
He's
no.
really bad.
Yeah.
Like
No, because I
he's
remember last season he would pad the hell. Like he would throw 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter when they were down 28 or
34
whatever.
points.
And then,
Yeah.
yeah.
okay.
There's
The
only one
Bears
reason
defense
he's starting.
could be good, but Mitch Trubisky is a disaster of a quarterback.
And why?
He's a
Why?
failure.
Just
And he's
what
he's
is
an
the
embarrassment. He's an
What went
embarrassment.
wrong?
he's an
Seriously.
embarrassment to the city of Chicago.
Well, I can
What
tell you
really
why
is.
he's starting.
He should be
Brandon
banned from the city
Over
of
Deshaun
Chicago.
Watson and Patrick Mahomes. They haven't admit the McCaskies and whoever the GM is hasn't admitted defeat yet.
Yeah.
That's the only reason he's starting.
Who is
You
their
gotta
GM?
stop-
He has a very
Ryan Pace?
simple
Look it
name.
Ryan Pace, right?
Pace. That's what it is. Ryan
Yeah.
Pace.
Oh, yeah.
No, they should just get Brian Hoyer. He could start.
He
Yeah.
probably
No, I
could.
like Nick-
But they
Well,
have Nick
should get this
Foles.
guy,
They have
Super
Nick
Bowl
Foles.
MVP.
What are they
Nick Foles got
doing?
beat out by Mitch Trubisky, and they're still.
And that means there's some,
That's
maybe there's something wrong with Foles.
Yeah, something must be up. I don't know what the Bears front office is thinking. Their coach and their GM will both be fired at the end of the season.
Yeah,
if
they're
Nick
putting,
Foles
they're
does
putting
not
their
start a
jobs
game.
on the line for Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah, what?
It's a disgrace to the city of Chicago and the great Chicago Bear franchise.
Even if he
Yo,
played
Khalil
good in
Mack's gonna
camp,
have to heavy
you give
carry
him
again this year.
They could just
1
run Mack at
week
quarterback.
max, one
Literally.
start. If he doesn't
Who,
perform good,
Mitch?
you take
Yeah.
him the hell out of there.
Yeah, I would agree.
Maybe he did play really well.
Who are they
And
playing?
maybe
week one?
we're like, fine, get out of
They
the
are
Lions.
the Lions,
playing
Hopefully somebody
maybe the
good so that they
Lions.
just bench him.
I'm
right
looking.
away.
Bears. They're playing
Yeah.
the Lions.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I bet he's going
Okay.
to actually
They're
play
gonna
lose.
good. And then
They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose, and then Chris is gonna be like, "Look, this is the path to win the division."
Watch, Trubisky's going to play amazing, and then he's going to buy him like 6 weeks of starting. He's going to just be terrible.
Yeah.
Yo,
Here's
no,
what-
Matt
here's what
Stafford's going to
happens.
throw for
Either-
500
last
yards
year-
and 4
Last
touchdowns.
year on Thanksgiving against the Lions, Trubisky played his best game of the year.
Yeah.
He
Wow,
he
I
played a
really
great
can't.
game.
Well, that's important to just
He
notice.
played a
though.
mediocre.
Yeah, I know.
He was a beast.
I mean, it's a different team.
But
Okay.
Like, I
every
mean, you
other
don't
game's
have-
bad.
There are,
Is
You
it?
don't have Slay.
Not really. They have
Yeah,
Jimmy
they have
Graham.
Trufant.
Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
there might two
The Bears
possibilities
do.
for Mitch week one.
No Bears.
Tanks the game. He destroys it, and they go, "What the hell is this? You can't beat the Lions." If
And he
you're,
dies.
if you're trying to do this
If
against the
they,
Lions,
if they,
And
if
the
they
Chicago
lose
mob
week one,
kills him.
if they lose week
let me
one,
finish.
Trubisky's gone. All right, sorry, go
Wait,
ahead.
let Jonas. Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right, you're just stealing my points here.
I'm sorry, my fault.
You're good. Either if he tanks against the Lions, please, Matt Nagy, if you see this, Ryan Pace, I don't know who's in charge of this. Sit him, bench him.
The Bears owner,
Whatever you have
mayor
to
of
do,
Chicago.
get rid of him. The Lions suck on defense. Okay,
And
I
They're
like
the
that.
worst.
in the league.
They're
That's not
really
okay.
bad.
They have no
defense
pass
is
rush.
Terrible. No pass rush. Jeff Okuda's going to be good. I think he'll turn into a good corner. But
Yeah.
cornerbacks week one against Allen Robinson, I don't think they're going to be good, especially with a season like this one.
Yeah, no.
If he can't beat the Lions, get rid of him, please.
Gone.
However,
Lori
the other
Lightfoot,
part,
mayor
where
of
he
Chicago,
cooks the Lions,
he said
he goes for
he
3
needs to
touchdowns,
issue a
300
decree.
yards.
Say
Anybody,
Alright, go ahead.
anybody
Trubisky
harboring
is not allowed
Wait,
in
go ahead,
Chicago.
Donis. Go ahead, Donis.
Stewart's saying. Okay, either that, and I pray he gets destroyed. His career's over. Okay, I don't hate the guy. I don't want it to sound like I pray
This
his
is a-
downfall.
It's
For the
not
sake of the Bears, please move on from him.
He's heading to the Eagles.
And I fear that he throws for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Everybody thinks he's good, and then week 2 when they play,
The Giants.
I don't know, probably the Packers.
The Giants.
Oh
Giants,
no!
okay.
Oh no!
Yep.
This is bad. He can
No,
be good
he's
this
gonna earn-
week.
he's gonna earn himself
success. He's set up
He's going
for
to earn himself
success.
10 weeks of starting.
Oh no!
And they're going to
the
be in the
Falcons.
playoff wild card run. They're going to be like a 7-7 team. He's going to have to win both games, and he's going to tank.
Hold up. Their first 4 games
Dude.
are the Lions, the Giants, the Falcons, and the Colts.
Wow.
Okay, Falcons and
Colts are the
Colts
only
he's going to
team with a
lose.
good
And then they have the
defense.
Bucs.
Yeah.
That is,
And even the Colts.
but if he starts them out 3-1, there's no way they take him out unless he
that's
did.
true.
Oh,
Unless
this
he's
is
Well,
sorry,
no. If I'm the Bears front office now, if the Bears front office is smart right now, you got to
They're
take
going
it
to do exactly
week
the
by
opposite of
week.
what you say.
I know, exactly. You got to take it week by week. If he has a bad week, you have to
Kill
start Foles the next week.
No,
you
don't have to
cannot.
start
No.
Foles if he has a bad.
If they go 3-1,
2 weeks.
they'll give him at
2
least
weeks in a
If
row.
he has a
4
bad
weeks
week
of-
1 or a bad 2 weeks, I'd go Foles.
You have to have confidence in your quarterback that you made the final decision on. You can't
Yeah,
just
'cause
be
if
like,
they
oh,
can't
yeah,
just
This is
keep
Mitch
going back and
you
Trubisky.
threw
forth.
This
4
is
bad
Mitch
passes, get out.
Trubisky we're talking about. This is
Yeah,
not
it's like
any
it's like
normal
putting Stidham
quarterback.
in there.
Really is, honestly. Except in a
Oh,
totally
well,
different scenario.
I'd rather have Trubisky than Stidham.
Me too. Same.
I would easily rather have Trubisky instead of.
Yeah, it's
You
not
guys-
close.
Trubisky
I mean,
made
I
his
don't
team
really have
12
an
and 4.
argument
At the end of the
anymore
day,
for
It's
Jared
over
Stidham.
for Stidham. His
I
career is
don't.
basically, I'm going to be honest, his career is probably more likely over than he's going to ever be a starting quarterback.
Well, I mean,
Mitch
we'll
Trubisky
get to
has a better
Stidham
future
later, but
than him.
Let's do it now.
Mitch Trubisky could be a
Well-
career backup. I'd see him being a journeyman because he can come in.
yes, actually.
Basically,
He's
Josh
Eagles
Allen
quarterback.
career.
But we will move
Started
on
a
to
little
the
bit in his
Patriots
early
and
career.
Eagles news now.
Or Wentz gets.
Now we're going to talk
Bingo.
about more of the news that our hometown team supports. So we'll start with the Patriots, just a smooth transition into the conversation about Jared Stidham. I was wrong. Jared Stidham.
Yeah,
did
you
not
were.
win the
No
starting
way.
job.
All right,
Jared
so
Stidham
you have
did
to
not
do a
win the
punishment.
Well, hold on. Stop. I will say this.
If you make any
I said
excuses.
many times that the starting job was never guaranteed. And I agree
Totally
that.
was.
I still agree with that.
It was guaranteed.
Okay,
still believe
does it
that.
matter? But does it matter? Because he's not starting and his career is over now,
second-
and then you can cry
second-
about it and get a brain.
All I'm going to say, I did say that Cam had the edge when it came to starting.
Yeah, and he kicked
But
his butt,
still-
and that's all we gotta
But
say.
still,
If
I
by
was
edge
wrong.
you mean
I was very wrong.
180 degrees of the perimeter, then yeah.
I know, you're right. You are very right. I was wrong. Stidham did not start. Cam Newton has been declared the week 1 starter. But I will say
And
this.
captain, and team captain.
And team captain. I will
And
say
Belichick.
that I am
Belichick.
more.
Jared Stidham will never start for the Patriots.
I am
Belichick
more
has not
impressed.
had one public statement about Stidham that's positive.
All right. I am more impressed than I ever thought I would have ever been with Cam Newton.
And I'm more depressed with Jared Stidham than I thought I ever would have been.
I honestly
I'm
thought it
just
was going to be
saying,
kind of a close
let's-
battle. Stidham just fucking
I
sucks.
know.
I mean, like, come on,
what
man.
happened?
He
Seriously.
sucks, and we all knew
I
it,
had
except for
more
you,
faith in him.
because you're a dumbass.
I had more faith in him.
Thanks.
But I
That's
will
all.
say
Stinks.
this.
Yeah.
Hey, let's get
Let's
the
turn-
non-Patriots fan opinion
let's-
on this.
Let's
Yeah,
turn it
don't-
into something a little bit more positive because
No.
Cam
Only we get to talk about Newton, because you didn't even
Cam-
know if he was going to start.
Cam looked so good, and he at least
Oh, were you
seems
there?
so devoted
Yeah, you on
to
Gillette
this
Nation every day, Nick?
offense.
you go to
Yeah, I
training
am
camp?
on Gillette Nation every day
Nick's aggressively fucking
with his
checking, refreshing to
notes.
see if Stidham was doing good.
He did start. He didn't start off bad.
Receptions.
He didn't start off bad. First
Did a
training
little-
camp, he went like 14 for
two picks
15 with
and-
2 touchdowns. That's pretty good. That was the first couple of weeks, but then after that, he started throwing 2 picks,
Who?
3 picks, 2 picks, 1 pick, 2 pick, and then it just ended.
I don't want to hear picks. I don't want to hear any picks. Wentz threw 3 picks, like all camp. All right?
And Pat,
Oh, so
and
you're
on the
supporting me
converse
in
end,
this.
Patrick
You're supporting
Mahomes
me
threw
in this
5
then.
picks in one day.
I'm not supporting
before
you
he
at
won
all.
the MVP.
I'm saying Stidham threw picks nonstop after the second week of camp.
Oh, fuck.
That is the opposite of what I'm saying.
You said it doesn't matter
No.
I said it doesn't matter.
that he's
I
throwing
think-
picks. Then what does matter? Because apparently nothing matters. The preseason doesn't. Training camp doesn't.
Not for Jared
No, the
Stidham.
What
preseason
matters-
doesn't matter. It's not new.
Decision
Whether or
was
Is
not
that
he
Cam
throws
Newton
interceptions, that
was
matters.
what matters is that Cam Newton, even though he's been injured, was an MVP of this league and one of the most dynamic offensive players of all time. And Jared Stidham was not a very good college quarterback.
Cam Newton.
So what evidence could you ever have had that
Of course
Stidham would
he's
have
gonna be
any chance of starting, even if he somehow played a little better than Newton or something like that? Even
I
if,
mean, I can't.
Nick, you're not
I
going to
can't-
start Tremont Waters over Derrick Rose.
right?
All I'm saying is that I was not expecting Newton to play this good. That's all. I don't have a case in this. I was wrong.
Yeah.
You guys were right, seriously. But I will say that I am very impressed with Cam Newton. And his drive to learn the offense and really become one of these teams' leaders. Like you guys said, he's already a captain. Like, how
Quarterbacks are
unexpected
usually
is that?
captains. Quarterback's
But
usually
seriously, like, I did not expect him to be captain at all.
Is Joe Burrow a captain of the Bengals?
I mean, I wouldn't be that surprised
Maybe.
in that case because he was their first overall pick.
Look at this man. You thought Jarrett Stidham was going to win the job over this man right here? Come on.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one. That one was so funny.
You're dumb. That's all I can say.
Right. But
I must just cut off circulation in my hand, but we're all good.
what the hell does this have to do with anything?
Sorry, I was just tying something on my
There's
hand.
literally no argument to be had that
Ow.
Jared Stidham could ever
There
start
is.
that.
Let's just
no-
move
there's
on.
no
The
argument.
fan,
Look at my
Nick,
Look at my
fan-
finger.
the many, many loyal
What the
fans
fuck?
of the Nosebleeds podcast are tired of hearing about Jared Stidham.
They
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
That was
I agree.
that was
They
a
just want
week-long
us to
storyline
get
right
to
there
their
that
fantasy awards.
just came
They
to
just
an
want to
end.
get to their.
Yeah.
All right, you know what?
But they
We're
want
not
to
done.
But
We're not going to do
We
that.
are
We're
done.
making
Well, we're
you
not
watch
done with the
the-
Pats, but
We're
yeah.
making you guys watch the whole
We
thing.
still have to discuss one more thing with the Pats before we move on.
It'll be very cool.
Mohamed Sanu
Rest
He was
in
gets
peace.
awful
cut
with
by
us.
the
It was
Patriots.
the worst trade the Patriots
That was
have
the
made
worst
since
trade
the
ever.
Troy Brown trade.
I would say it was worse than Chandler
2003.
Jones.
What
I
about
would
the
say it was
what about
worse
the
than the Chandler
Jones?
Jones trade.
I don't know. Chandler Jones
Right.
has the most sacks in the league since we traded.
Chandler Jones is
I mean, it would have been kind of
three
nice to have a
times
great
player
pass
that-
rusher on our team.
What did we get for Chandler Jones again? We got two pieces, right?
Jonathan Cooper, who just didn't even play, and like a 5th-round pick or something. I don't know.
third or something.
Why would
he
you do
was-
that? Like,
Because
seriously.
Belichick didn't
But
want to
still.
pay him.
Because he didn't want to pay him. He wanted to capitalize on the
I know, but
value
we
while there
could've
still
gotten-
was some.
We could have
but then
gotten
he didn't get
better
any.
than that.
Yeah, we probably could have, to be honest with you.
Yep.
But I will say, all right, then I would say that's up
No.
there with Chandler Jones right there.
Yeah.
Because a second-round pick for Sanu, who played like 5 games with us last year, all of 5 which
200
were
yards.
awful
Imagine trying to
games.
appease Tom
Except
Brady
for the
to trade
Ravens
your
game,
team by
for
giving him weapons, and that weapon
I
is
know.
Mohamed Sanu.
Exactly. That's what I
We
said in
could
the
have gotten
chat with Stuart the
Sanders.
other
The
day.
Niners got
We could have gotten
Sanders
Sanders for a
for a
third-round
5th
pick.
or 3rd, yeah.
Third
Eagles
rounder.
also could have gone.
We trade a second rounder for Sanu. He gets hurt. He doesn't do well. And that's Bill Belichick's like deciding factor. He's like, oh, we need a piece for Brady to stay. Boom. Take Mohamed Sanu. Like, what the actual hell
What did
were
he do
we
in the
thinking
Falcons
when we
this
did
year?
that? Sanu was good with the Falcons. I'll give him
We're
that.
talking about the
He
20.
was pretty
It
good.
was
He wasn't that good in that season so far. Like
Yeah, he was not that good.
spectacular.
Prior
he was
to
at least
so,
a
he
good
was a
vet.
very solid
Yeah.
wide receiver too.
And in Cincinnati, he was good too. And I thought maybe they would even run a little, quarterback option with him, but no.
I know. No.
We
We
already have Julian
gave
Edelman.
the ball to Edelman more times than him.
He has like 5 career passing touchdowns in the NFL.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of crazy.
It was like 8 for 8 with like 137 yards and like 3 touchdowns, no
The
interceptions.
greatest quarterback of all
Somebody
time.
You know what had 2 receptions for
Quarterback.
25 yards in the Super Bowl. That's the type of player I want on my team. That's
What the
What a
fuck?
waste.
Patriots. All right, he's gone.
What
Okay.
a waste. I don't know, and I'm losing faith in Bill Belichick quickly.
He's old. He's
Yes,
senile.
the draft-
He's eating
How
too
can you
many.
lose
No,
faith in
no,
Bill
his
Belichick?
his
He's eating too many
entitled-
Subway.
you entitled
his
fan.
coaching,
Nick, you're
his
so
coaching
quick.
abilities, his
Yeah, I know.
coaching
No,
abilities,
reactionary
his
piece of
coaching
shit.
ability. Shut up.
Bill Belichick is
Shut
the
up.
high quality
Reactionary.
greatest
Finish.
coach of all time.
Let me finish.
Don't
Let
No, I'm
me
not letting you
finish.
finish on this. That is a
Coaching-
stupid take.
coaching-
That's an asinine take.
coaching
As a 10,
abilities.
as a 11,
Not-
He
as a
has
12.
brought us 6 Super Bowls.
Not
and
his
nine titles. He won the
coaching.
division.
I'm losing faith in him as a
Not
coach.
his coaching, people. Not
Nick,
his
he's always been a
coaching.
bad GM. When has he been a good GM? How are you losing
He's
faith?
been
exactly.
much
Never been a
worse
good
in
GM.
this past year and a half than he's
No, he
ever been
hasn't.
before.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he
He made
has.
one
been
bad
highlighted
move.
because
it's
Clearly,
really
one
has.
bad move.
The
One
draft-
bad move.
The draft with
draft?
Rohauser,
He still did good. We didn't get. He wasn't great, but as of
You
now,
got
we
Josh
think
He
Jacobs,
wasn't
you got
great.
Kyle Duggar. It wasn't a
he was
terrible draft.
Belichick's been a big
terrible.
draft guy. Belichick has been draft some bum in the 5th round
Yeah,
and turn
he's
him
never
into.
been a good general manager
Okay.
or drafter, but he's a great coach. And how are you
And he's
losing
an
faith
incredible
in him?
player developer.
You had
Losing faith in him as a
GM.
general
Why?
manager.
When
I
did you
had
even
more
have
faith-
faith in him?
I had more faith in him last
Why?
year.
Why? Based on
Because
what
of the
evidence? He's
things
never
that
been a
he
good
did.
GM.
Oh, yeah,
Bringing
because
in
we won
Antonio
Super
Brown.
Bowls. That's why. Shut up, Nick.
What
Bringing
was
in
that?
Antonio
Terrible.
Brown.
That's not a good move. He
played
first of all, he
one
left after 1
Really?
week.
Really?
played one
It's not a
Second
good
of
move.
all,
Yeah,
and-
after he made
AB
some
wanted to
racist
come
comments
here.
or
It's
whatever
not
he did,
because
he
of
made
Bro,
some
we're
Belichick.
like
playing
threats
chess
to his
out here. They're
girlfriend.
playing checkers. We're playing chess. We
Him
get
coming
one
to
game
the
I'm
back
just
on
saying,
one
because
round.
you don't-
Belichick was a
Make
great
it
when-
GM.
wild
It's because he
card.
wanted to play with Brady.
Andrew's
It has
out here
nothing to do with
Yeah, but
suffering
still,
because you
making
make
that
stupid
move
Andrew's
was
takes.
a good
suffering.
move
I'm
at the time.
panicking. Chandler's panicking. Nosebleeds podcast has lost all credibility.
I'm just saying.
Take down that
I
Patriots flag.
I had much more faith in him last year than I do this year.
All right. Well,
as general manager.
That's not a reflection of him. That's a reflection of us no longer having Tom Brady. And
Nick is reactionary confirmed. Nick is reactionary.
No, I don't agree with that because even before that we lost Tom Brady, I was losing faith in him.
Yeah,
because
Tom Brady's getting older and his players keep playing.
The Sanu trade.
He's eating too many Subway subs. Subs are going to his brain.
I know, dude. He's on Subway now.
Okay, guys, can we just get to the Eagles news? I'm getting too pissed off at Nick's take.
Yeah, I know. Taylor's kind of heated. I don't care. You can't deny it. You can't deny that he's not a good GM.
No one's ever said
we all know that. That's the thing.
Good.
We all know that. We didn't have faith in him in the first place. Mediocre. Somehow you did.
All right. Anyway. Next one. Eagles news. DONIS, educate us.
Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl 16-0, 19-0.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
On a real note, we're screwed. The division's really good. Not really. The Cowboys are really good.
What a turn.
The Cowboys are very good. Yeah.
Cowboys are good. Stacked. If Dak doesn't win MVP, you have to cut this man. He has everything you could ask for.
O-line,
everything.
2 running backs, tight ends, wideouts.
He has 3 wide receiver ones.
That's ridiculous.
Wentz doesn't have a single wide receiver one, and they put up the same stats, and people want to tell me Dak is better.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, really, for Eagles news, Crave LeBlanc, one of the fan favorites, one of the biggest Eagles fan pages that there is just the Crave LeBlanc fan page. Those of you who are watching may know him from the divisional round when the Eagles and Saints played. The first play of the game, Drew Brees looking deep for Ted Ginn Jr.
Yeah.
Boom. Oh. Okay. Good thing I got a new chair.
Yeah, DONIS' new chair.
$120.
$120. Good deal.
What is it? You didn't even show it to me.
Staples.
It does this.
Where was it from?
It's one of
Where's
these.
it from?
Oh, okay, the drop thing.
Yeah, or something.
IKEA.
IKEA?
Favorite. He's back. They cut him, but he's back. They signed, what's his name? Jacob Huntley. He's a 4th-string running back. He'll be fine. Josh McCown has become the oldest player to ever sign with a practice squad. He'll be living in Texas, contributing very little to the Eagles.
$12K a year or a week.
What a beast.
Sorry. What a beast.
I mean, I don't care. I don't care about the money we're paying. I don't think.
Yeah, it's not like the Eagles fans have to pay the salary.
I know, but still, $12K a week. That's pretty good to be sitting
it's good
at
for
home.
him, but like for an NFL player, $12K a week is not.
It's like terrible.
I mean, I would take $12K a week to sit at my house.
Are you an NFL player?
Yes.
You work at Jimmy's.
I'm an NFL player. Guys, right after this, I'm going to Patriots practice. I'm going to talk with Jared sitting at brunch.
It's 10:30.
There's one football in your head.
I would die.
Need a brain scan.
All right. Other Eagles. Wentz is back from injury. Jalen Reagor will miss week 1. Could be back for week 2. We'll see. Unfortunate. He's going to be electric because what does Howie Roseman have a great history of doing? Drafting wide receivers. Getting wide receivers,
and signing them.
Yeah,
and signing them too. Last year, look at the wide receivers last year. They really worked out.
Also, Scott, what a running back.
Was the practice squad guy, Greg Ward Jr.
I know. He said he's a running back.
Greg Ward Jr. is apparently Wentz's new number 1 target because he's the only guy that's actually been reliable. He's the only guy that hasn't been injured.
What's up with Jeffrey?
Yeah, what is going? Yeah, what is going on with Jeffrey?
He's out.
Jeffrey's out for a while.
I thought they were looking to trade him.
They're looking to trade him. I don't know. Only trade him if you can get a wide receiver.
I don't think they'd get more than a 5th right now if he's hurt in his recent production.
He's worth nothing.
What about Deshaun Jackson?
There's no reason to trade him.
Don't trade him unless you're trading him in a 5th.
Deshaun. He was on my fantasy team last year.
What about Deshaun Jackson?
So that was
Deshaun
great.
Jackson, week 1. We remember what he did last year, week 1 against the Redskins.
Yeah, he was a beast.
Start him. After that, bench him for the rest of the year. Terrible.
He barely played. Because I started him, and he barely played. He didn't even get any points in week 2.
He played 1 game. Actually, he played 2 games. But he played 1 game where he had like 90 million points. He was like the wide receiver 3.
Yeah.
Week.
It was like Marquise and Sammy Watkins. Or maybe it was Will Fuller. And then the next week, he got injured on the 2nd snap and was out for the rest of the season.
Yeah, it's Falcons. I was pissed. And I had Carson Wentz, and then he got hurt in that same game, and I was just like, what the fuck's going on?
He got hurt? Oh, he got dinged up for like...
He came back, but I was like, I was playing Nick in week 2, and Wentz had -1, and Deshaun had 0. And
you
Art
still
said,
won.
I still won because Nick's terrible at fantasy football, but,
Yeah.
Yikes, Nick.
I had a really bad team.
I was losing by 10, and Wentz took me to the promised
That was
land.
before the Hopkins trade.
Yeah.
We don't have to talk about our last year fantasy league.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. What other Eagles news am I missing?
Nothing. We don't care anymore. That was Eagles.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding.
This is
Go
the
ahead.
Eagles community. I'm DONIS.
Jared Stidham.
The Eagles have signed Jared
Stidham.
Stidham to a 10-year, $150 million contract.
But hey, there's still a chance that if
Whiteside.
Newton doesn't re-sign with the Patriots next year, that Stidham will start. There's still a chance.
No, there isn't.
Nope. Everybody be quiet. Everybody just look at Nick.
There is still a chance.
If he starts next year, I will just stop being a Patriots fan.
Wait, what did Nick say? I didn't pay
I'll be
attention. Don't
a
even
Jet-
tell me.
He
I'll
said
be a
there's a
Jets
chance
fan.
that
No, don't
Jared
listen. Don't
Stidham is
listen
still
to
the
him.
starter of the
Said there's a
Patriots
chance that Stidham will start next year if Newton doesn't re-sign.
I would take like 15 current high school quarterbacks over Stidham.
Wait,
Oh,
can
I
I?
would take-
Wait, can I just ask you a question really fast?
No.
If I mean, especially towards Chandler, because he was very adamant on cutting Stidham.
Yeah.
If we haven't cut Stidham by now, like if he doesn't have a statistical chance of starting next year or maybe in a game this year, why do we still have him?
Nick,
Okay,
I have a statistical chance of starting for the Patriots this year.
You don't.
I mean,
you legally
no,
cannot.
you
You
don't.
legally can't.
I mean,
No, you don't.
Henry
you don't.
You
Burns.
do not play football.
I don't know. Tyree
It's a
Jackson has a statistical chance of starting for the Patriots this year.
Lewerke.
Harry Jackson was a
Okay,
Well,
not
okay.
statistical.
He was
You know
so
what I
good.
meant?
A
A
team
This is
needs
what
to
I
sign
said
him.
to
A
Nick.
chance of starting.
I'm
Why
a
do we
big
still
Tyree
have him?
Jackson
Real
fan.
quick.
No, like seriously, why do you think we still have him?
No, but
Because
this is what I
he
said.
provides a young option that we're not going to find in free
But
agency.
this is what I said to Nick about Stidham starting potentially this season at all. My best guess for him actually starting would be if the Patriots suck. We're like, let's say it's week 13, we're 4-8, or I don't know who we're playing, Arizona or something. We're really bad. Newton's not playing that well, or he's injured, or both. I think in that instance they roll with Stidham because we don't care about the actual end there. But if we're 6-6 and Stidham gets hurt, they'll probably roll with Hoyer. Last year he played average for the Colts. I don't know why you'd run with Stidham unless he starts wowing in training camp, which clearly he wasn't, and he's injured, so
Yeah.
that's a bonus. So I mean, the only way he starts is if late in the season we're terrible and Newton isn't playing well or he's hurt, and Stidham's been okay in training camp. That's the only.
But what about
situation.
next year? What about next year?
Why would you want him to start though? Why? What
I'm just saying, there's a chance.
But why? Who cares? Don't
I don't
you want
even-
us to have a better
honestly,
quarterback?
Honestly,
Don't you
as
want
a
us to have
Stidham
somebody better than Stidham?
as a Stidham
Patriots fan, why are you a Stidham fan? What
I'm just
loyalty do
saying,
you have to Jared
as
Stidham?
somebody-
Are you from Auburn or something?
No, I'm just saying, as somebody who supported Jared Stidham in the past, I don't
Why?
even know if I want to start him anymore.
I want a better starter than
Like,
him. Maybe he's even average.
It's gotten to
Why
that
don't you want
point.
somebody like Trey
Like,
Lance?
I'm just
or
disappointed.
Yeah,
Trevor Lawrence.
Trey Lance is
Or
going to
just
be
anyone
no,
else.
no. Please don't get Trey Lance. Please.
Yes, get Trey Lance.
Anyone else.
We're going
Yeah.
to be so good if we get Trey
Come on,
Lance.
Donis.
Nick, do you know
I
who
would-
Trey Lance is?
Yeah, I do.
This is where
Who is he?
North Dakota or something.
He's going into his senior year this year. He's going to enter the
He's only
He's
draft.
going to be
playing
a
one game.
sophomore.
He's only playing one
Redshirted
game.
sophomore.
Look at
He's
me,
only
I'm
playing
so
one game.
smart.
Stupid.
He's
What
playing
school?
a pro
What
day or
school?
something.
What division?
Maybe I do have
I
an
don't know
IQ of
What division
85.
does he play in?
I don't
Maybe
know
I do
either.
have an
So.
IQ of 80. SEC? I don't know.
No, he doesn't play in the. Does he play north somewhere?
What school does he play for?
He's in the Ohio Valley. He's in FCS.
I don't know that division. I was meaning not. He's in Division 1A.
He's in FCS. Division
Oh,
1
you meant that division? Of course he's in Division 1A.
He's
Does he
in
play?
1
Wait, does
This
he play in
isn't
the
a-
Midwest?
this isn't
not
a
in 1A.
Duggar.
Does he play in the
Duggar was
Midwest?
in D2.
Yeah, he was at.
There was
He's
D2.
FCS. He's not
Yeah,
in
he's
the top
FCS.
division. In
Wait, where
college
does
football.
Trey Lance? Wait a minute. What part of the country does he play in?
North Dakota
North
State.
Dakota.
Okay,
North
I was
Dakota.
right.
Wait,
Trey Lance is.
what does this have to do with anything?
Because he's
Because,
going to be the
Nick,
Patriots
because-
quarterback next year.
No,
He's gonna
not
be
just
big.
Trey Lance though. Stidham, at his very best, in pretty much all of our opinions, is maybe average. Don't you want the Patriots? By
Yes,
next
I
season?
agree
Don't
with
think we
that.
can find
Even
a
in my
quarterback in the
take.
draft or in free agency or somewhere else that can be
No, we
better
definitely
than him at
can.
his best.
We
So
definitely
then
can.
why
But
would
do
he
you
start next
think?
season?
But do you? There's all I'm saying is that he's not going to start next year. I'm saying that there's a chance because
Then
he's
why are
still
you
on our
even saying
roster.
that there's a chance if you don't.
But there's a
think it's gonna
chance
happen?
that. But there's
Why
no
would?
point.
There's a
But do you
chance that
think?
Jalen
But wait,
Hurts
I
is
just have a
Listen to the
question.
things that would have
Do you
to happen
think?
for
Do
Stidham
you
to
think
start.
Bill is going to draft a quarterback in the first 3
Yes,
rounds next year?
I do.
I personally
Maybe.
don't.
Depending on
I
what
don't.
happens,
Well,
we don't
you're
know. We don't
personally
know
wrong.
yet. We don't know.
Nick,
We don't know because
Nick, there's
we don't
no
know what
way
record
to
they're
know
gonna have.
yet because the
The
season is.
we don't know what pick we're going to have. We don't know how
unpredictable.
college quarterbacks are going to play. We don't know how the combine is going to go. We don't know if we'll still have Newton. There's no way to know. And
I know,
not
yeah.
only
If
is
we
it-
re-sign Newton, then that's
if
our
we're talking about
ticket right there.
percentage of chances, like Stidham starting next year is probably like 2% chance. So like, what's the point? Stidham has just as good of a
Yeah.
chance starting next year as any random backup, basically, at this point.
Damn, what a
I'd rather
road it's
start
been.
Josh Rosen.
What a road it's been. So he was drafted and is now a backup. No, there's no road.
Arguably a
I'm
third
just-
string.
It's kind of
He's
sad.
lower overall than
That's sad. It's
Poor
one
guy.
backup
Jared and
career.
Kennedy, dude. Rest in peace.
They're gonna
He's
die.
not
Okay.
dead.
Dynamic duo. I mean, basically, his career
Okay,
is
let's
dead.
just move
I hope they're a dynamic duo. They're
I'm
married.
tired of
Yeah, let's
Nick
move-
being wrong
let's move
about
on.
Jared Stidham.
Let's move
I
on.
can't even talk about Eagles news without you
The Stidham,
stooges bringing up
Stidham,
Garrett Stidham.
All right, the Stidham argument
soliloquy
has
is-
been
we
retired.
can't talk about it
Forever.
until maybe Newton gets hurt or something.
We will never see him in
I'm
a
reti-
Patriots
it's retired.
uniform.
It's over. It's
Or
done.
if he plays.
wood.
If he plays, then we have to. But
Yeah,
until
yeah, of
then,
course.
no more. No more jokes. No more nothing.
yeah.
Rest
well,
in peace,
He can be
Jared
brought up in
Stidham's
passing,
career.
but he's not
And
gonna
I
be
was
good.
wrong.
I'll
say that again, because-
And, oh yeah, real quick, you have to do a punishment. You have to do a punishment.
No.
Yeah. All right,
Let's
then
just
we're all
move
leaving
on.
right now.
All right, let's move on. So now,
Awards.
all right, Donis, any more Eagles news that you want to talk about?
If I bring anything up, it's going to turn it into Jared Stidham. So no.
I mean, we
Is
already put
Boston
Jared
Scott
Stidham to
still the
rest.
GOAT?
Boston Scott is obviously still the GOAT.
Okay, that's all I need to hear.
Wait, is he
I
still on
don't
the Eagles
understand.
roster?
I spoke
Yeah.
Eagles. Of course, he's in the Eagles roster.
Yeah, of
He's the new
course.
Darren Sproles.
He's a GOAT.
All right. Sproles is such a beast.
Sproles was so
Sproles-
good.
Sproles a beast. You got to respect Sproles, man. He was so old,
Yeah.
but he kept coming
He's
back
like-
every year.
No,
Every
no,
year.
He was like Nick's size.
Beast.
Literally, he was like Nick's height.
He's
and
five. He was
such a beast.
5'7".
Oh, okay. He's more like
Wait,
Jared's height.
what?
That's
Oh, yeah.
He was
He's-
That's
so
ridiculous.
He was
Crazy.
electric. I
Imagine
remember
me
him
as a
on the
running
Saints and
back.
Eagles, but he was really good with both teams.
All right.
But anyway,
Darren Sproles is 5'6". Okay. Anyways,
Good for
He's a-
Boston Scott.
Boston
Now
Scott's
let's
a
move into
fan
our
favorite.
award. Now let's move into our award predictions.
That is-
We're going to go through all the awards, the NFL awards, and we're going to give our predictions for who we think will take the awards. We have the odds here, so we'll start with MVP. The odds right now, Patrick
You don't have to
Mahomes
read
leading
off
the
the
pack.
odds.
Please don't
No, I
read
know.
them.
So please
I'm
don't
not,
read
I'm
off
just
the
saying.
you don't
order.
have to read off the
Whatever you
numbers.
do,
I'm not,
I
I'm
don't
not.
want to hear you reading
I'm
me
just
out the
saying
Baker
who's-
Mayfield has plus 27
I'm
goals.
not.
Nick, we'll
I'm
read off the
not.
odds.
Thank
The
you,
player that we
though.
pick.
I didn't
I'm
pick
just
nobody
saying.
yet.
All I said was Patrick Mahomes is leading the pack in the race of the odds. Now, who do we think is
By
going
a
to win?
sizable margin.
Who do
Yeah.
you think?
Who other than Mahomes?
No, just
Or-
who?
or
I'm
given-
I
thinking
think it's
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
I'd say it's either Mahomes or Lamar. I'd say it's a 50% chance it's going to be one of those two, and then 50%
I
chance it's the rest of
disagree.
the
I think it goes either Mahomes, but I don't want to be the guy who picks Mahomes. So I'm going to 50-50 between Russell Wilson and walk it to him, Carson Wentz.
As much as I love Carson Wentz, I don't know if he's going to put up big enough numbers.
I
What is his
think he-
odds? Plus
Okay, he-
1,800.
He threw
That's not bad.
4,000
You know
yards last year
Yeah,
I'm
but
changing mine.
to
his receivers are probably going to get hurt again.
nobody.
Dude,
Okay,
Joe
last
Burrow,
year-
plus 15,000.
Stop talking, Nick, please. just in general for future reference. Okay, here's the thing about Wentz. Last year, when he had Deshaun Jackson week 1, okay, remember what he did?
He's a beast.
300 something yards.
Jared
touchdowns.
Goff?
He's been my fantasy
What?
quarterback for 2 years. So.
I'm sorry. Keep going.
Yeah, let's have us.
Keep going.
Okay, Wentz, like, depending on how good Jalen Reagor is, depending on if the wide receivers can stay healthy, I think Wentz is bound to have a very good statistical season. Obviously, we know he's a good quarterback. We know he's a top 7 guy. Anybody who doesn't think he's top 7 is delusional. Anybody who doesn't think he's top 5 is fine, you know?
Wrong.
But wrong, but I understand.
What a bold take.
I had him at 6.
It's not a bold take.
I'd
Every
say let me take
NFL
a look at this.
analysis. Every NFL
It was
analyst.
that was sarcastic.
I'd say he's like 3 or 4. Like
It
I'll
goes,
put him at like 5 or 6.
It goes
I have him at
Mahomes,
6. Maybe 5 now.
Mahomes, Russ, and then depending on what you value. In a
oh yeah,
quarterback,
I'd say 4. I'd say 4.
Lamar Watson, and then Breeze and Rodgers.
Maybe 5.
Okay, but anyway, he's poised to have a great season.
Yeah.
If his wide receivers can stay healthy, if the offensive line can stay healthy, they've already lost their right guard and their left tackle. So That's a great start. Andre Dillard, what a great first-round pick. Oh,
Yeah.
genius. Thank you, Howie.
A froze.
And you picked him right ahead of the Texans.
That's so
Bill O'Brien
perfect.
was stuck with some guy out of like FCS. Guy who was really bad with the next pick.
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, let's just be honest. MVP is going to be a quarterback.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
The last time the
gonna be
MVP wasn't a
Mahomes.
quarterback.
Whoa. Boston Scott, come on now.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
it's
my
gonna
bad.
be
Dark horse.
Steven Gostkowski.
Yes, after
Was
his
the
long
kicker
awaited
won
return with the
MVP? Wasn't that,
Titans.
in like season 7 of the NFL, a kicker won MVP.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, it was,
not that
the
long ago.
Redskins
19.
guy.
Yeah, Mark Morrison. He was
during a
it was
lockout year.
it was like 82. It wasn't even that long ago. He was like 20 or 21 on kicks that year, or something like that.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
And he made all his extra points.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
don't
Come
know.
on.
That won him an
Jeez.
MVP.
They played
Yeah.
11 games that year. It was a lockout year.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Still, it's only like 2 a game. I mean, it's not like.
I know.
Chandler, those are your
Yeah, so-
expectations. Perform now.
Got it. I got you. But yeah, speaking of MVP, Andrew, you convinced me, but you didn't convince me in the last 2 minutes. You convinced me like 10 minutes ago when you were talking about the Cowboys and how if Dak Prescott doesn't win the MVP, then he should
Oh,
be.
you're taking Dak?
I think Dak is up there. Although I don't
That's
think
just
Dak
too
is
expected.
Dak is a borderline top 10 quarterback.
And he has
Like,
ridiculous
yeah.
weapons.
He has
Yeah.
ridiculous weapons.
Probably
He's-
the best in the league other than Brady.
Yeah.
No,
Maybe
Better
even
than
better than
Brady.
Brady. Better than Brady.
Because he has
Yeah.
a better offensive line.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
And a better
better
run.
running. Yeah.
And
I mean,
better
if the
running
Cowboys
backs.
go from 8-8 to 11-5 or 12-4, and then Dak does what we
Have
think
to.
he could do. I mean, then
I think that.
if he goes
Yeah.
12-4, he has to be MVP.
Well,
Yeah.
what do you think he's
Unless
going to
Zeke
put
is
up?
the one carrying everything.
More than 30 touchdowns?
Dak put up 5,300
he
yards,
has to.
35 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions.
Let's be honest, though. If the
Let's be honest, it's not going to be
if
Dak. We just
if
all
Dak,
know it.
it's not going to be. First of
I
all,
say it's gonna be
second
Dak.
of all, even
Well, it's
I
not.
don't at all. I don't.
Okay,
I
moving
think-
on.
Not because of
I
logic,
think-
but just
hold
because
on.
you just know the
Even-
Cowboys are just not going to work out for whatever reason.
Even if the Cowboys go 11-5, Dak will not be the MVP. Dak
Yes,
can
it will.
still play average, and they'll go 11-5. They have that good weapons around them.
I don't think you understand. Mike McCarthy's not a big running back guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you
Yeah,
notice
that's true.
Zeke's
No,
not
I know,
going to
They're
get
going to
Zeke
pass
is
down every
receiving
down,
back?
man. Receiving
What?
back.
receiving back.
Zeke is receiving back.
No, he's
Okay,
not.
it's going to be Dak stats. I hate to break it to you.
Well, Dak's
Okay,
the one
but
throwing
still.
the ball.
Oh my!
to the
Do you
Dak
receiving
think-
to
back.
Zeke,
Do you
a
think
Dak to
even
Zeke passing touchdown is like a blessing for my fantasy team. Dak passing touchdown, Zeke receiving touchdown, Greg Zuerlein extra point.
Let's go.
okay?
Triumvirate.
Cowboys
I'm
trying
just
to.
saying
Zero
If-
confidence in the Eagles, 100% confidence in the Cowboys.
if
It's going to be a
if
dogfight in that
the-
division. Well, for those teams.
Yeah.
even if Dak plays well, do you think he's going to outplay Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill and Sammy Watkins?
He could. He
He's not
could.
going to play them. He's going to out.
But not
He's
necessarily,
gonna
because there's a
he's gonna
chance that
outstat them, exactly.
there's a chance, but there's also a
There's a
chance that
chance.
Dak has a good season and then Mahomes has 52 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. I mean, we saw what he did
Mahomes
2
is
years
just
ago.
bound to pop off eventually.
Yeah,
Like,
but we don't
he's
know. I
already
mean,
popped
Mahomes
off
could
in
be
big time.
hurt.
Mahomes
It's,
Like he hasn't already.
I know, but
yeah.
I mean, even more than he ever has before.
I don't think that's possible, Nick.
I don't think
I-
he's
I-
hit his
Yeah,
ceiling.
it might be.
You
I
don't-
mean,
I don't think
You
he's hit
don't-
his ceiling.
I don't think so either.
No, he hasn't hit his ceiling, but he's not just going to like take a big. He's not. Mahomes doesn't have a
Yeah,
big
but-
leap because
But
there's not a big
what
leap.
will you? But
Yeah.
what if Mahomes? What if he throws 49 touchdowns and 10 picks? He's going to win
MVP.
MVP.
He has
That's
to be.
worse than the season he had 2 years ago. So I mean,
And he
yes,
didn't
it does-
win,
yeah,
did he?
he did.
Yes, he
Okay,
did.
yeah, I thought so.
Last year
I was
he
just
did.
making sure.
What?
No, yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
He
He had
did.
No,
50
last year,
touchdowns,
yeah,
11
yeah,
picks,
sorry,
and 5
sorry.
passing
My
yards.
fault. Okay,
Third most passing yards.
now
Okay,
let's
who do
move
you guys
on.
have?
Now let's move on to Opoy.
I
You
don't
guys
know.
just
It's
didn't
too-
say.
I don't want to
Yeah, I
make a
did.
pick.
I said
really. It's
Mahomes.
too- I'll
Do
say
it.
Mahomes.
Oh boy.
All right,
Hold on,
Opoy. I'm gonna go
For
Lamar.
those of you who don't know, is offensive player of the year.
Yes.
Well-
Lamar or not Jackson. What the hell?
Mahomes.
Lamar or Mahomes? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be safe and say
Yeah,
Mahomes.
Yeah.
He's
Sorry,
boring.
Deshaun Jackson.
I
Who
am
else is
going.
Who are the
I don't
running
think
backs
it's gonna
on
be
there?
a
I'm just
quarterback.
curious.
I don't think it's
Who are
going
the
to be
running
a
back?
quarterback.
I'm just
On
curious.
what?
Who are the running backs on there? I'm just wondering. Like on the odds.
Christian
I'd say,
McCaffrey
well, my pick
plus
is Christian
1,300.
McCaffrey.
Saquon plus 1,500.
Is MT up there?
Who was
Michael
it last
Thomas
year?
is
Yeah, he
plus
is. He's-
17.
Wait a second. Who was it last year?
MT.
Michael Thomas. And
Okay.
Christian
Yeah.
McCaffrey came in second.
Okay.
It's
I'm
good.
gonna
Yeah,
say
I think
Christian
maybe it'll be
McCaffrey's
one of
probably
them.
third place.
I think Christian McCaffrey's going to be the offensive player of the year.
Really? I
do.
mean,
I wouldn't be surprised.
yeah, I guess I wouldn't be shocked. It's
Actually-
just that, like,
But
they
then
don't have a very
again,
good O-line, and they don't have very good – I mean, I guess Bridgewater's all right.
Teddy's
but, like,
pretty
I mean,
good.
they only have a slightly worse offensive line than last year. They traded
Okay, here's the problem.
maybe.
Here's the problem.
Morton.
Here's my big concern with CMC. A big stat. Okay, fantasy-wise. This is fantasy-wise and consequentially. So, does that word work there?
That's
I
a
don't
word. You're right.
Yeah, you're good.
know. But
Go
does it
for it.
work in that context? And consequentially,
It does. Okay.
in his race for Offensive Player of the Year, a big important stat is vacated targets. That means targets that the quarterback had last year and won't have this year. That's why I'm big on Tyler Higbee, because Gurley and Cooks are gone. Okay, CMC, they're bringing in Robbie Anderson.
Oh, yeah.
He's another
yeah.
good wide receiver. He's not great,
Wow.
but there are
Beautiful.
no vacated targets for CMC. CMC,
Robbie
is not-
Anderson, comeback player of the year.
they have a real quarterback this year. I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
He's
Eddie
sufficient.
Bridgewater is
He
definitely a real
he
quarterback.
gets you to 5 and 11. Okay?
Better than whatever – who's their quarterback?
Kyle
Allen?
Kyle Allen.
Kyle Allen is
Yeah,
nice.
Kyle Allen.
The
He was
Washington
good in, like, the
football
first
team
2 games.
He was
and then
pretty
just-
good.
Everybody's
Yeah, and then he
looking
fell
for
off.
franchise. They're making all those
He's
memes
really-
from the
And
Play
the
60
Cam Newton commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're
yeah.
taking- Become your mom's
Open up my arm.
Come on. Yeah.
That was Nick in that commercial.
Nick, please give us your impression of that.
I really want to direct that video and have Nick be the kid.
And Cam Newton.
Right.
Yeah,
we
maybe that
actually-
could-
CMC, it's although
No, in the
I-
background it's just Nick being Jarrett Stidham just getting beat down.
Whoa.
Okay, let's continue.
I have Nick my offensive.
Okay, keep going.
Nick's my old
Just
boy.
kick him.
I have CMC for Offensive Player of the Year, but I'm not sure about that. I just didn't know who else to choose. Michael Thomas, I could put, and then obviously Mahomes, but I don't want to be boring.
Saquon.
I will say this, though. If Mahomes throws
Saquon.
51 touchdowns or 49 touchdowns, he's going to win Offensive Player of the Year.
When was the last
no
time
matter
somebody
how.
won Offensive Player of the Year and MVP? I just don't.
Mahomes, probably.
Yeah, right?
Did he
I
also?
think so, yeah. I
I,
think he did.
you had to.
Yeah,
Right?
What?
yeah.
He was 50 touchdowns, 11 picks, and over 5,000 yards. I mean,
That's
200
ridiculous. Oh, my God.
I'm trying to think of other years.
Yeah, it was
I think
Patrick
Brady
Mahomes.
in 2010 might have, and 2007.
Mm, yeah, but anyway. Yeah, CMC and Mahomes are the favorites right now. I would say Lamar isn't too far behind, but
yeah, the running
no.
attack, with the passing, you could say, but
Yeah.
yeah. All right,
Defensive Player of the Year.
Depoy.
Depoy.
I
I don't
really
know, dude.
I don't
This is a
know.
hard one to pick. It's hard to pick it.
Depoy's hard, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, I'm
it's
just
not
going to
gonna
be
be Von
default and
Miller
say it's either
anymore.
it's going to be Aaron Donald or Cleo Mack. I mean, who was it
No.
last year?
I don't
Stephon
know.
Gilmore.
Yes.
Oh yeah, right.
Well,
Gilmore's
Corner,
not
that's-
repeating.
When's the last time a corner won it?
Defense-
Jeez.
Significantly
Before him.
worse.
Before him.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to throw to him.
I don't know. I can't even think.
I don't know. It could be Gilmore again, but I'm going to say probably not.
No, Gilmore has plus
I'm
1,700.
going Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald, I don't want to say he had a down year. He was still just miles ahead of the next best defensive lineman in the league. But
Yeah, maybe he can get it.
he's so good. Aaron Donald's just incredible.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go Aaron Donald too.
but I think, he won it 2 in a row, and then he kind of had a down year as the best player on the defensive side of football in the NFL.
Maybe Calais Campbell, I'm thinking, because
No.
that Ravens line is so good that he's going to
Stop
end up
talking.
having a lot of sacks.
Stop talking. He's
Sorry.
so old. He's so old.
Oh, yeah, that's
35,
true.
36.
He did
old.
win it like 2 or 3 years ago, though.
That was
Yeah, he's
also
only
part
good
of
in
Zach's
Madden.
syndrome.
Yeah, he's a beast in Madden.
Calais Campbell and DeMarcus Lawrence are just like the beasts who are like solid in real life.
I mean, I wouldn't
Nick,
put it past him
Nick
to have a good
Bosa has
season, though.
13 plus
Oh, yeah,
1,300
both
odds.
Bosa brothers.
No.
Joey
Look
isn't
one
even on the
behind
list.
Bosa.
I don't think.
Joey-
I think Joey has a better chance.
Joey is better than his brother, so why would his brother even come close? I hate to break it to you.
I don't think
know.
either of them
Nick
are going to
Bosa
win
has
it, but they're
plus
both talented
1,300
players.
odds. I don't know why.
I think.
I mean, he was damn good last
I'm like
year.
a coin
He
flip
was.
right
But they
now
had a
between
really good
Aaron
pass
Donald.
rush last year. So,
Yeah,
Trayvon
That's a
LeBlanc
Chargers
again.
defense.
Yeah.
they got
I'm
a
a
coin
plus.
between Aaron Donald and T.J. Watt, actually.
it will be Cyrus Jones.
TJ Watt has plus 1,400 yards.
TJ Watt-
1,400.
Oh, yeah.
Yards.
I thought it should have been.
No, odds. Sorry.
I thought it should have been Gilmore, and it was.
I mean, should he have beaten out Gilmore last year?
No, not
Freaking Weeks did it.
No.
Well,
Trey White should have.
Gilmore?
How
many? Gilmore had.
Davies.
Didn't Gilmore? What did he have? 6 pick sixes, right?
6 picks.
He did not have
two
6
sixes.
pick sixes, Nick.
He had 2
Nick,
pick sixes.
what is this? What is this?
Yeah, that'd be a
6
record.
sixes?
That'd be a record.
What
He's
are
just sitting there quiet.
you guys are lagging out right now.
You're
You're
like,
wrong.
Your brain is lagging. You said he had 6 pick sixes.
It's a brain scan.
No, 6 picks.
Yeah, I'm going to be
Yeah.
boring and go with Aaron Donald.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
He had like 2 or 3 touchdowns, right?
2.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Still pretty good.
Gilmore got
Yeah.
voted defensive player of the year, even with the same stats as Trey White, because he plays on a better team in prime time. That's
Yeah, well, you know, what are you going to say about that? Nothing.
Yeah, come on, Donis. That's
I mean,
just
I
speculating.
don't have to speak.
That has nothing to do with anything.
Devontae Parker speaks for me.
Devontae Parker. Oh my God. All right.
We don't talk about that.
Offensive rookie.
Now let's
of the
move
year.
offensive rookie of the year.
Coverage. Not a single
Nick knows
touchdown.
none of these people on the list.
Yes,
Who?
I
What?
do.
Defensive what of the year?
Joe Burrow, Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Offensive rookie? I'll
Tua.
say it's going to be Burrow and be boring. He'll put up 25 touchdowns.
It won't be Burrow.
Maybe
Who will it
CeeDee
be?
Lamb or DeAndre Swift.
It's going to be Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
On the Cowboys is going to
okay.
be on the offensive rookie.
It's going to be one of those 3, you know. I'm just going to pick Burrow.
I'm going to pick Clyde
I'm
Edwards-Helaire.
going Burrow. The NFL loves to suck the
Yeah, I
suck
mean,
the
it
life
is similar
out
to
of
how
quarterbacks.
Josh Jacobs
Rookie
didn't
first
win
overall
last
pick.
year and Kyler did.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
It
Clyde
should've been Josh
Edwards-Helaire
Jacobs.
has a
Should've
little
been
bit
Josh
lower
Jacobs.
of a chance than everybody
But
thinks.
Shut up, Nick.
Yeah.
You didn't watch a single game of him at LSU.
Yeah,
I did
neither
not.
did I. And you know what? Rookies don't always pan out, Chandler. I
Yeah.
really think that they always do.
That's
So-
true. But when you have somebody
Go-
who is the first direct replacement for Kareem Hunt in an offense that is already the most potent in the NFL, I
They
think
have
it is
other
pretty
running
good
backs.
odds.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on the Jets offense as the most potent in the
Bro, I
Oh,
see
wow.
ghosts. guys. I see
Sam
ghosts.
Darnold getting
I'm
ready to come
very
alive
upset
this season,
that I
boys.
could
I
not
hate Sam
play with
Darnold.
my friend's emotions to get him to bet on the Jets spread against the Bills. 5.5 points. Bills. You think the Bills are going to win by 5.5 points?
Yes.
No.
I mean, they're going to win
5.5
by more
touchdowns,
than that.
minimum. Okay.
They're going to win by like 10.
All right.
45
Yeah.
to 10 final score.
All right. We got to – yeah.
The Jets.
Yeah, no,
all
let's-
right, whatever.
Let's keep moving.
Okay.
All right.
Defense
So
Rookie of the Year.
D-
This one, Nick
D-Roy.
probably
I
don't
actually doesn't know anybody.
I don't know any of
I know
those
Chase
either,
Young, Isaiah
Defense-
Simmons,
yeah.
Patrick Queen, I know. And
Yeah, I wanted
past
to
that,
pass the draft
Jeff
him.
Okuda, I know.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I'm going to
picking the
say
best defensive or the second best defensive player.
I'm going to go
in
Isaiah
this
Simmons.
Draft. I'm also going Isaiah Simmons.
– I'll pick Chase Young. It'll be boring.
Beautiful.
Uh-oh, Donis. What happened?
I'm trying to think. Chase Young.
Oh, he's good.
We're the left
He's
tackles
glitching
in
a
this
little.
division. You've got Chase, you know,
Those O-lines are
Isaiah
kind of
Simmons
tough.
is the freakiest
I gotta go
athlete
Chase
that I've
Young.
seen in so long.
He just
Donis, you going Chase Young, did you say?
I'm going Chase Young because
And he can play like 7
Chase
positions.
Young is playing with Sweat. Or no, not Josh. Montez Sweat, Ryan Kerrigan. Okay.
And
they're just
Matt
going to eat
Ioannidis.
the Giants.
Giant.
Matt Ioannidis, exactly. Matt Ioannidis, kind of no disrespect, but I don't like his name. So,
Chase Greek.
I think
Oh, and I know Epineza.
Line's alive. Young,
That's it.
Chase Young is, Chase Young would have been the number 1 pick by so much. He's so
Shenanigans.
good.
He's a beast.
He missed
He's
a
just
couple games, and he was
Just
still.
look at him.
He missed a game and he was still
I mean,
dominated in sacks.
I'm not a happy camper.
Yeah.
Might injure wins his neck
All
or
right.
something.
All right, this division in the area is going to Flyers. It's not a good time to be a Philly fan.
Yeah, we'll talk about more
When
about
was
the
it a good
Flyers
time to be a
tomorrow.
Philly fan?
Actually, no, not tomorrow. What time am I
2009
saying?
when
The
they had
hockey episode
Ryan
already
Howard.
happened.
It's coming tomorrow. That sucks.
Okay.
Moving on.
All right.
Comeback player of the year.
Comeback player of the year.
Let's go.
Oh, Goskowski is on there. I just want to point that out.
Wait, is he actually?
What?
Yeah, he is. He's
No
like
way.
plus
Plus
1,700.
770
Oh my God.
odds.
Yeah.
Him and Trent Williams together and Malcolm Butler.
Malcolm Butler. Joe Flacco.
He's what?
If Drew Lock
Joe
gets
Flacco's gonna
dinged,
back
Joe
up.
Flacco comes in.
Colin
No,
Kaepernick's
he's not even.
on
He plays for the
team.
Jets.
He's in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex Smith, I think, has a small chance. Even if he
He's not
doesn't
gonna
really play,
The third quarter.
I know.
What do
But
you mean
they'll
he
be like,
doesn't play?
they'll be like,
That's how it works.
the NFL story of the year.
No.
Matt
Yeah,
Stafford is my comeback player of the year. Matt Stafford.
No, that's actually I
that's
think
it.
he could get it.
Because he's stat
I'm going
pads.
Stafford.
Even if he isn't that good, like
He'll still
go.
he'll still be like 4,000 yards,
29 touchdowns.
33 touchdowns and 14 interceptions.
All right, I'll go
That,
Stafford.
actually.
I'll go with Stafford.
I'm going Newton.
You know what? I'm going with Phillip Rivers.
Just because
Comeback player of the year.
I think
He was terrible.
Roethlisberger has the
Comebacks
best
from injury.
odds, tied with
Yeah.
Newton. But I think
I'll take Newton,
Roethlisberger
actually.
has more expectations to take right now. Like, Newton has not high expectations at all.
Yes, he
Newton
does.
has the expectations of being on the Patriots.
He
Yeah.
has moderate to high expectations.
I'm not really expecting that
are
much.
you the media or
You're an idiot,
Vegas?
Nick.
No.
Yeah, no, you're
But
wrong.
as a
So,
Patriots fan, I'm just saying.
Well, you're one person.
Are you expecting a lot?
I'm expecting him to be at least like borderline Pro Bowl.
Whoa,
Needs to be-
he
needs to
What
have-
is Pro Bowl? What is Pro Bowl? Top 4?
Yeah, what is Pro Bowl?
Now, Pro Bowl's
let's say,
top,
okay, let's say he's
it becomes top 7 because the two
Yeah.
Super Bowl
that's
quarterbacks
yeah.
and then replacements.
Yeah, okay, I expect him to be at least the 6th best quarterback.
Mitch Trubisky was a Pro Bowl quarterback one year. Put that in for reference. Cam Newton
You
better
expect
be a
him to
Pro
be
Bowl
number
quarterback,
6 in the
or
league.
I don't want to see him starting
No,
by week
AFC.
17.
Oh, in the AFC.
AFC, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
mean-
that's fair.
Yeah. In the top half of the league, at least.
Maybe like 7.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think.
Or
Mahomes,
8,
Lamar, Deshaun, etc. No.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's going to be, I think, maybe, I think Matt Stafford has a good chance. Gronk, I don't think, is going to win. I don't know why he's on here.
Gronk's going to play like 4 games and be terrible.
Yeah.
He's gonna injure himself again.
Yeah, I don't really have any problems with
Yeah, he's
Brady,
going
honestly.
to like
but
chip a
with
tooth.
Gronk,
He's like,
it's, like,
guys, I need
annoying.
3 weeks.
Gronk was annoying because it was like he basically jerked off the Patriots fan base all last year. Like, oh, he's going to come back, and he just didn't come back.
I
He was
know.
so
When he did come
What
back,
a
not bad.
loser.
dickhead.
He was like, I'm requesting a trade, Robert Kraft. Like, get the hell out of here.
All right,
What
move on.
was that?
I would like
All right.
Like,
Coach of the year.
I will
Bill.
be going with the
It's gotta be
first
Bill.
coach since Tony Sparano to win the AFC East, not named Bill Belichick, and that coach will be Sean McDermott. He'll be
That's a
coach
good
of the
That's a
year.
good choice. That is a very good choice. That is
Thank
a
you, Andy.
spectacular.
I needed
I
your
will go
validation.
with-
Thank you.
I'm going to go with Bill Belichick, though.
You're
Shut
so
up.
stupid. You're so
You
stupid.
literally just said he was ass like 10
Yeah,
seconds
bro,
ago.
he's there. He's awful.
I did not say he was an ass coach. I said he was not a good GM, and I had high
That's true. He
expectations.
was going
Not
after.
only
Do
the
you
team he has to
listen?
work with.
No, apparently
Yeah,
not.
so
No.
did
Well,
Joe
Nick,
Buck
this is
for
the problem
400
here, though.
yards.
As we come back to this argument, the thing is that you had high expectations for Bill Belichick as a GM.
I
Wow.
did
Nick's
not
an
have
idiot.
high
Moving on.
expectations. I
Yeah, we're
had
moving on.
higher
Somebody else say someone
expectations.
who's not Bill Belichick because he's not going to win.
Mike Tomlin.
Okay, if I had to
No.
not pick
That's
Bill
fair.
Belichick,
Hold on, let me think.
Shut up.
why
Bill
does Mike
Belichick is
why does
second
Mike
round.
McCarthy
Tomlin.
have the best odds?
Because if the
Because he's
Cowboys
going
do
to
go
take his
12
team
and
from
4,
8-8 to 12
The
and
Cowboys
4.
are going to go 12-4 no matter what he does.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Mike
would
Tomlin.
I don't know, dude. I'll just go with McDermott.
Oh, I just might find it.
Seems like a
Mike
pretty good
Tomlin
choice.
led Duck
Mm.
Hodges to an 8-8 record.
And Mason
but
Rudolph.
Duck Hodges is actually better than Roethlisberger at this point.
No, stop. I don't know why you guys hate on
No,
Big
I
Roethlisberger
think
isn't that bad.
Yep.
I think
Stidham would be a better choice.
McDermott has a good chance. Kingsbury has a good chance.
Kevin Stefanski has a pretty good chance that
I don't wanna
Yeah,
pick
the
Bruce
Browns. You know what? I
Arians at
like
all.
that one. I'll pick him. I'm pretty sure.
I don't want to pick Bruce Arians because it's not going to be him that leads the team all the way. It's going to be Brady, if anything.
Really? He's the coach, but he's just not there.
The coach.
I don't think he's going to be the driving force behind the Bucks
Oh
finally
yeah,
being
bro.
good.
Bruce Arians
No.
isn't going to go out and run for 4 touchdowns a game. Of
Yeah,
course he's not.
considering he's had like
That's the
cancer 3
qualification for
times
being
and-
the coach of the year. Stupid.
Yeah, that's
coach.
how it works, Nick. Come on.
Nick, you realize Coach of the Year just goes to
The best,
Whoever
pretty much
improves their
the
team
biggest
most,
improvement of a
pretty much.
team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Tampa Bay.
I mean,
what,
okay,
7-9
whatever.
last year. Anyway,
Yeah, I
hold on.
think so.
Yeah. All right. So now what we're on to.
Been 13
Uh,
years since the Patriots have lost the AFC East. Whoever does that is going to be coach of the year, whatever year it happens.
The last
Whether
time the
this
Bills
year
won the
or next year.
division was 1999.
The Colts have won that division more recently than the Bills.
Right? 2000,
Wow.
I think. Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
All right.
Okay.
That's it.
What do we
That's
have?
all the. Now we're gonna move into the fantasy teams. The moment that everybody's been waiting for. All of our viewers sent in fantasy teams, their fantasy teams from their leagues that they have. We will list off their team along with the amount of people in the league. Then we'll all go around giving them a rating, like a letter grade, rating their team. So thank you, everybody, first of all, for submitting your teams. Thank you to Evan for giving us the idea to do this. And, yeah, get ready because we're starting with you, Evan. So Evan has a 6-person league. His team
better be
is starting at quarterback.
Hey, real
We
quick,
have
Rockets, Lakers, 82. All right.
Daniel Jones starting at quarterback. Then we have Austin. Then we have Austin Eckler and Kenyon Drake at running back. Then at wide receiver, Robert Woods, Terry McLaurin, and then tight end Hayden Hurst. Then his 2 flex options, AJ Green and Justin Jefferson. And then his kicker, Myers, from Seattle. Yeah. And then on his bench, he's got Coleman, Kelly, Alshon Jeffrey, Westbrook, and Jarwin.
How many teams? How many teams in this league?
6.
So that's like a D- or an F.
Evan, I'm sorry.
What's going on here?
Sorry, Evan.
Is this team trying to be bad?
This is a solid team in a 12-person league.
Yeah, and like a 12 or 14-person league.
In what world is Daniel Jones a top 12?
Wait.
Nick
Going
has the
back.
number wrong. It's probably like a 29.
No. Because my brother's telling me now that it's not the league that he's in with him.
Well, we'd like some clarity.
Yeah, so how many teams were in this league?
So I'm checking because I thought he said 6. I thought he said 6 people. I'm
checking.
checking.
If it's a 6-person league, that is 8.
That's awful.
That is the worst.
Then there's like half the people on there wouldn't have been drafted.
16. That's my fault.
16? And that's normal.
16?
That's a good team.
That's a pretty good
normal.
team.
That's pretty good. That changes everything. He probably has.
It's like a B.
Wait, how did he get Kenyon Drake and Austin Eckler in 16-person?
Must have been his 2 first picks, I guess. Kenyon Drake must have dropped because
Kenyon Drake dropped to
Donis
16.
And Chris were in our league, our
Eckler
personal league, me,
to
Donis, and
16
Chris.
even.
Kenyon Drake dropped very low because he was banged up.
Who cares?
I mean, Chandler, if he had like the 15th pick, he would have. One of them had to fall, and then he would have.
Yeah, he could have gotten back to back.
So okay, I'm giving that an A-. That's a great team.
Yeah, it's a B+.
You get
I'm gonna get
I
B+.
think that you could get a better quarterback than Jones.
Get a better quarterback.
If Drew
Off the
Lock
waiver
is,
wire.
okay. Let me think of these quarterbacks. Think about who could be in free agency. If Matt Stafford is in free agency, actually no, there's 16 teams. Nobody's in free agency.
Yeah,
never mind.
No.
Wait, no, he doesn't have a backup quarterback. So if Matt Stafford's in free agency, I don't know if
Get Tyrod Taylor. Go get Tyrod Taylor. Do whatever you have.
Yeah,
to
maybe Bridgewater.
Go get Sam Darnold.
Maybe Tyrod Taylor, and just do like a rotating spot, like
Patrick maybe.
Hey, Evan,
it's 16.
Evan,
16 is brutal.
Send the Nosebleeds podcast your the waiver wire for quarterbacks, and we'll tell you who to pick up. And drop that tight end who I've never even heard of.
Hayden Hurst.
No,
Jarwin.
Get him.
He's on the Cowboys.
Blake Jarwin's going to be good. He's a new tight end.
Yeah, he's good. He'll be the tight end 2 this year because they didn't.
Drop Alshon Jeffrey because he's going to be out for a while.
Yeah, he's projected 2.19 points in his league, but he's not on ESPN. I don't know what app this is.
This is
probably.
I think it's Yahoo.
Okay, next one.
All right, yeah. So wait.
That was
one more time.
Go
around and give your ratings. B+. I'll give him.
I'll say B+ as well.
I'll say A-.
I'm going A-.
All right. Again, sorry about that, Evan. I'm being a big idiot today all around.
Yeah.
So
I think we all just said yes right away.
That's the most correct thing he said all day.
It's the only remotely correct thing he said all day.
Chris.
Okay. Next we have
our
Chris,
Nosebleeds brother.
Our own Nosebleeds cast member. We have Chris Gambus with his 8-person league. This is our personal league that me and Donis are in with him. He has Kyler Murray at quarterback, Austin Eckler and James Conner at running back, Michael Thomas and Kenny Golladay at wide receiver, Travis Kelce at his tight end, T.Y. Hilton as his flex, Patriots defense, Justin Tucker, and then on his bench he has Taylor, Hunt, Mozart, Ryan, Hawkinson, Harry, Shepard. Not Mozart. I cannot pronounce his name for my life, but
Mostert?
Moister.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, Harry and Shepard.
Well, how many teams are in this?
8. It's a
This is a
solid
good
team.
team.
He protected first.
Yeah, I'd say it's like a B+.
Yeah, I would give
The
it like
the only big glaring hole I see is T.Y. Hilton. The reason he has 14.5 projected is because he's playing the Jaguars.
yeah.
So once he's not playing the Jaguars, he might even become a liability. But I do like having Jonathan Taylor there because that's like if he ends up being RB1 on that team, that is an easy
run heavy,
a fringe RB2 candidate in my opinion.
Yeah, he's gonna get a lot of carries.
Yeah. But also he might not get a lot of carries because they might just want to do Marlon Mack and Naeem Hines until they can acclimate him into the offense.
Yeah.
And then he's not worth anything on the fantasy team. I'd drop him for somebody else. But having him there on the bench is a really high value pick. Kareem Hunt is like the ultimate handcuff. Matt Ryan's a good backup quarterback. Hawkinson's a good backup tight end. Chris really overdrafts tight ends. That's the big thing I've noticed.
Yeah. Even from the Nosebleeds draft.
I think he has Kelsey in both.
Yeah, third round he takes tight end.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too
I didn't
high.
take one until like the 14th or something.
Yeah, tight end is like the tight ends in fantasy football are like running backs in the NFL. They're like the most replaceable position. You have a good offense, the tight end is going to do
There's
something.
like a couple really good ones, and then like from
Jared Cook.
Yeah, like
Cook was
4
my guy
really good
last
ones.
year, and I got him in like the 13th round or something.
Yeah.
Anyway,
all right,
that's a good team.
All right, I would give him B+.
I'll go A- again.
Yeah, I'm going A-.
It's just the same.
I know.
Go, Andrew.
Then we have my brother Andrew's team.
This has to be a 6-person league. This has to
It's a
actually be
6-person league. He
MT,
has
Julio, Lamar,
Patrick
Austin
Mahomes, Alvin. All right, he has Patrick Mahomes, Kamara, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Cooper, Odell Beckham, Evan Ingram, Aaron Jones, Todd Gurley, Tucker, and then the Patriots defense. And then on his bench, he has Brady, Kareem Hunt, Swift, Ingram, and Stephon Diggs.
Those wide receivers suck.
Yeah, they're not that good. Odell is not good in fantasy. I've had him twice now.
Yeah,
Odell
is
sucks in fantasy.
Someone said,
speaking of Odell,
yeah,
he plays for the Browns.
Nick, can I?
He plays for the Browns.
Stuart already has this episode. Some would say Odell is a shitty fantasy pick.
Yeah. I mean, he's a pretty good number 2 receiver.
No, pretty good.
Yeah.
He's
I mean, Amari Cooper.
I just shit on him.
6-person league, Nick. A 6-person league. You have Mike Evans, Mike Thomas, Chris Godwin, or like one of those guys.
I'll give it a B.
Devontae. You have to have one of those. Then
wait. Yeah, wait. Look at our league, for example, though. Who are your wide receivers?
Mike Thomas and Mike Evans.
I don't even remember. Let me check.
I have Julio and Hopkins.
One of mine is Devontae, and then I don't know the other one. I'm checking right now. Hold on.
He's lacking.
I'm checking also.
What is this? Oh, I'm playing Big Ben Search for week 1.
It's solid, but I like wide receivers.
I also have Cooper. I have Cooper and Devontae Adams.
That's a good wide receiver core.
It's probably the worst out of all their
DONIS.
teams.
Or Chris, who do you have?
Chris,
I mean, not Chris.
Chris?
Chandler. What the hell am I saying?
I have
I just saw the seat.
I have Godwin and Juju.
I would say that's near what what Andrew has right here.
Yeah,
Cooper and
I
Beckham.
agree.
I'll just give him a
Chandler,
no.
you
Beckham is
He just
not.
went for wide receivers late.
I did that too.
I would give him probably like a B or a B+, just because
I did
he's got
the same
Mahomes,
draft
Kamara, and
strategy
quite
as him.
Oh, you got Mahomes.
yeah.
I did the same exact draft strategy as him pretty much. So I like it a lot.
D. No,
Damn.
all right. B plus.
C+, B-.
I'll go with a flat.
Wow.
I'll take a B.
Yeah, I'm gonna go B. I'll go B.
Yeah.
All right.
Will you marry
Then
me?
we have Elliott, who is also in a 6-person league. He has Dak Prescott, Dalvin Cook, Miles Sanders,
Good.
Tyreek Hill, DeAndre Hopkins,
Good.
George Kittle, David Johnson as flex, Taylor at his flex 2. Butker as his
Taylor
kicker.
who?
49ers defense.
Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor.
Running back.
And then on the bench, he's got Montgomery,
Okay.
Keenan Allen, Devontae Parker, Cooper Kupp, and AJ Green.
How does he have
I'd put one of those
bench?
wide receivers at the flex instead of
Take Jonathan Taylor out. He's an
Yeah.
uncertain commodity.
I'd
Maybe
say
you
like
take both of them
A.
out. Take out David
put
Johnson
Keenan
and
Allen in.
Jonathan Taylor. Put in Keenan Allen and Devontae Parker.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Parker's gonna get so many targets, and Keenan Allen is good. I have him.
Yeah,
in my edit.
maybe Andrew, my brother, should trade with Elliott. He's got to get a wide receiver because
Yeah, right.
Elliott's
You got
stacked
Parker,
right now
maybe.
with the wide receiver.
I give him an A. That's pretty.
I
I'd
give him
give
an
him
A
too.
plus.
I'm an A+.
I'm also
I'm an
giving
A+. That's a great.
That is a sick team.
It's a very good team. I mean, yeah, there's not really a spot that I'm worried about except for just changing your flexes
Who's
to
his
those 2
defense?
wide receivers. He's got the
49ers.
Niners defense.
Defense doesn't matter. I
Oh,
always
yeah.
just play waiver wire defense.
A+, then.
Fucking legit.
Yeah, I would
Unless
go
you
like
have a top 3
A
defense.
plus.
A, but, yeah.
That's a great 97.
Yeah.
Then we
right
have
on the cusp.
Then we have Jack's team, also an 8-person league. He has Patrick Mahomes, Saquon Barkley.
8 or 6. 8 or 6.
8.
8.
8. Okay.
Holmes to Saquon. Good start.
Damn,
Mahomes,
that's a hell of a start.
Terrible
Saquon,
wide
Yeah.
receivers.
Chris Carson, Julio Jones, Thielen, Mark Andrews, Woods,
Oh man.
Niners defense,
Oh, wow.
Butker, McLaurin on the bench, Brady on the bench, Gronk on the bench, Ingram on the bench, Brietta, Johnson, and
Brietta.
Giesick.
Uh,
Yeah, I said Brietta.
Sicky.
What is it?
Just
Jasicki, yeah. He's a
Yeah,
tight end.
Like
Gesicki.
Gesicki.
That's.
On
I don't think
bench.
the bench is that good, but the starting lineup is great.
Very
Yo,
good
how
starting
did,
run-up.
how did the rest of the people in that league let that team happen?
That's
the
a freaking. That's like
That's
an average team
Donis.
for
That's
6
me and you.
person.
That's our league.
Oh.
That's our league?
How
Yeah,
did you
this
let that
Jack-
happen?
I'm
Chris
fucking
friend
gonna
from
win
San
the whole
Diego.
thing for 8 person.
What?
That's like an A plus.
That's Chris's friend from San Diego.
He's like projected.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ,
I
that's a
didn't know
fucking
this.
stacked team. Is
Guys,
it
you guys
PPR?
done messed up.
Wait, Thielen.
Yeah, it's PPR.
Elon, Julio, and Robert Woods in an 8 person league. What the hell, guys?
And
It's a better
Mark
RB2.
What?
He could use a better RB2.
Yeah, who is it
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah,
That's
Chris
will
Carson.
fumble.
Yeah,
I'm worried about his
Fumble.
running back.
fumble.
Who's his
But
running
he
back?
has Saquon.
Who's his third
Saquon
running
and
back?
Carson. And on
Saquon.
the bench, you have Ingram
and Mahomes
Breida.
and Mark Andrews is a beast at tight end.
Oh,
Mark
what?
Andrews
What did we
is-
do?
Mark Andrews is entirely dependent on getting a lot of touchdowns.
Okay, and he'll be good in fantasy yet again.
And he'll probably get a lot of
Yeah.
touchdowns.
Yeah.
No, but touchdown dependency. You don't want that because it's inconsistent. He's very inconsistent.
Okay, okay, Captain.
I guess. I mean, I don't know.
He's still-
I
he's
would
still
still
top
say
3,
Saquon's a
top
very,
4.
very
Who's
good
the
running back one.
Who's after Chris Carson?
Chris Carson?
Mark Ingram.
I have him as flex, maybe.
He has Ingram on his bench.
Maybe the
He has
starter,
Ingram on
right?
his bench.
Yeah,
He
he's
needs-
better.
I'd give him an A-. He just
Yeah.
needs better running backs.
I'd say
I would
A
give him an
minus.
A.
I'd say
I would give him an
yeah,
A.
Just that
I'd
top
say
two.
Got
Having
to
Mahomes and Saquon
bolster
is
the
just
bench a little bit.
Yeah, look on the waiver wire for some trade.
Yeah. All right. Then we have Reese in a 10-person league. She has Deshaun Watson at quarterback, McLaurin and Robinson at wide receiver.
And Sutton.
Sutton also at receiver. 3
Yeah,
wide receivers in this league.
Yahoo lays
Then-
it out weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Kamara and Joe Mixon as her 2 running back spots. She's
That's
got
pretty
Waller
good.
at tight end. And then on the bench, Jones, Dobbins, Fuller, Daniel Jones,
Need
CeeDee Lamb, and Tariq Cohen. Aaron Jones is the first Jones. And
Yes,
then
You got to start him.
kickers, Gonzalez,
Or
and
not
then
necessarily,
defense, the
Gonzalez.
Rams defense.
Yeah,
I don't know if you can start Aaron Jones because when you have Joe Mixon and
Yeah, I didn't
I
realize
would-
how good the running backs were.
First,
trade it-
first
I would
Trade
put
Aaron
Aaron
Jones.
Jones.
Trade.
Aaron Jones, I would put it flex. Right now, it
Yeah,
appears that
he was great
McLaurin's
last year.
not in, or Terry McLaurin is flex. I would take Terry McLaurin out. He's playing, especially
Yeah.
week 1. Darius Slay is just proving.
Wait, how can you-
How can you
how
call
can
it
you
the flex?
see? Yeah, how can you see who's flex?
I
Is
don't
there a
know,
flex
but
option?
He must.
I
I
don't
don't
mean,
have
I'm
a flex
assuming-
option in our league.
It might just be a 3 wide
It just said
receiver.
wide receiver, wide receiver, wide receiver. There's no flex.
Every-
It probably changes
Yeah,
based on who you put in
that's
that
right.
Okay, but if you
Yeah.
do have a flex, take
Because this
McLaurin
isn't
or
her
Sutton
lineup.
out.
This is her roster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got
At
to
the
put
top.
Jones in there over one of those
Yeah, put
wideouts.
Jones in.
Absolutely, yeah.
I would put Jones in over Terry McLaurin, but other than that, I'd give it an A-.
Yeah, so
Also,
it's
I would
B+.
cut the Rams defense. They're playing Dallas week 1, and Dallas has a pretty good
Yeah,
offense.
and
like
you
we've
can probably
discussed.
10-person. I don't know how much better you're gonna get from there, but
You
It's
don't
all
want
I
to
mean,
about
you
get
could get like
yards.
You can pick them
Dallas
up
is just
immediately
so many.
after.
you could
Yeah.
just play
Yeah,
waiver
you're right.
wire like Donis said.
yeah,
Yeah, no,
you're
but
right.
I
In
do.
10-person, it's just
Literally
not really
half
worth
my
it.
leagues, I'm just picking up Eagles week 1 against the Redskins. Give me 35 points, and then I'm dropping.
Excuse me, the Washington football team.
Yeah, the
Washington
Washington
football
football team.
All right, I'd say B+.
Yeah, just cancel Donis for that. Cancel.
Please
Yeah.
canceled. His Donables TikTok has been canceled.
The Donald TikTok is over. It's over. It's just
All
right, yeah,
I would give it
a-
nosebleeds.
I would give it like an A-.
Oh no! What the heck? The Lakers are up 10 now. This isn't looking good.
Yeah.
Wait, what would you give Reese's team? I gave it an A. A-.
I would
say
go
B+.
with A-.
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah, B+, A-.
Yeah, I go with or actually I'm gonna go
A-
with a B+. I don't think the wide receivers are as strong as they should be. When you have Cortland Sutton, you
Yeah,
have
I'll go
Allen.
A- just because the running back.
kind of lacking.
The running back
lacking
core
a
is very
star
good.
wide receiver.
Yeah, that's
Aside
fair.
from Kamara, you
Yeah.
don't have a star.
Maybe you trade Aaron
But,
Jones for a
I
star wide
mean,
receiver.
Aaron Jones is.
He was great for me last year. He was
Yeah.
awesome.
Again,
Especially-
too many
Or
touchdowns. I don't know.
try and-
Yeah,
Try
that's
and get
true.
rid of
He
Joe
had a lot
Mixon.
of like 1-yard touchdown like flukes.
That's
Not
true.
famous years.
Try to get rid of Joe Mixon. What are
AJ
you talking
Dillon's
about?
taking all those.
Start Jones instead and get a new wide receiver. Try and get rid of Mixon. I would be more reliable in Jones than Mixon.
No, Mixon is
No,
going to be.
Mixon's better. He'll have more touches and more yards. Jones got a lot of his points off of like 1-yard touchdowns last year.
Yeah,
That's
she's
how
right in who she's
that's how-
starting.
Yeah,
But if Terry McLaurin there is a flex, I would start Jones.
me too. Yeah,
That's the only
All right.
actual roster thing I
I
have.
mean, that's just personal preference there, but
You're
yeah.
personally
personal
wrong.
preference because you're getting more points when you start the other one. Nick wants
Hey guys,
to lose.
listen to Nick's fantasy
No.
opinion.
Listen to Nick because
I'm
Nick
saying
likes
my-
to lose in
I'm
fantasy.
saying my personal preference is to trade Mixon instead of Jones.
Or your personal preference led you to a 2-11 team.
2-11. Yep.
Last year in that league, yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
got
it's
to the
gonna happen
finals in
again.
the other one. I got to the
Can't wait to
finals in
see
the
it
other
happen.
one.
I'll
Okay.
throw you a
Well, you
birthday
know.
party once you hit 2
We'll see.
wins.
We'll
Once you
see.
hit 3
Yeah,
wins.
what happened? And what happened in the final game?
Yeah, I lost because Chris cheated.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's pretty
Good
hard to
job.
cheat in fantasy football.
Good job.
I hate to break-
He
Traded
brought-
players to his own team.
Yeah.
Wait, what did he do?
The only
He
way
made-
you can cheat in fantasy football.
He made someone else trade
He was like
players
the
to his
league
team.
manager. Yeah, he made this other kid trade with him. Remember? He traded Juju for who was it? Eckler, I think.
It's kind of messed up.
What?
Also, you can't
how?
trade in the
Who would
playoffs. Like, what
accept
the hell?
that? He must have bribed him or paid him or something because he stopped caring about the league.
Dang, that's messed up. Or just ask him.
Whatever. I mean, if he really did that trade,
It
then
is what
that's
it
messed up.
is.
But yeah, whatever. Now, finally, in our last segment of the day, we're gonna be giving you predictions like we do at the end of every episode.
Should we do? Are we gonna pick against the spread, or are we just gonna pick the winner?
Let's do
We're gonna
both.
pick the winner and the spread.
Why?
Yeah.
That's
No,
redundant.
no.
Why?
Redundant.
Actually, yeah. Let's just do the spread.
No, then let's just do the winner because we got to keep records.
No, the
Yeah,
spread's
we'll
more
keep
important.
records against or for the spread.
Yeah, the spread's more important.
Yeah, that's like what everybody does anyway. So,
Yeah.
somebody got some paper out or anything?
I have a paper up.
Okay.
All right, go for it. I
All
mean,
right, let's do it.
Okay.
all right, I guess.
Okay. So week
So,
one.
okay, first game we have is Texans and Chiefs. Chiefs are favored by 9.
I'll take the over.
I'm going under.
We're doing over-unders now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just
So-
decided on this.
Chiefs win by more than 9.
No, we decided on the spread, not the over-under.
The spread is
Yeah, the spread
Yeah,
is
not
the
the
over
over-under.
under.
Okay, yeah, you guys threw me off. Nick, do you know what the over-under is?
over under is the
Yes.
actual points.
Yeah,
No,
9
apparently
points.
don't. No,
What?
The over under is the total points.
Nick, the
It's
over-under
The
50.
spread is by
57.5.
how many points a team will win.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna score.
All right.
It's gonna be a 6-4 game. Actually, that would still be
No.
more.
That's more than 9 anyway. What the All right, go.
Okay, so Chiefs, Texans. Chiefs
No.
are favored by 9. I picked the Chiefs.
You did over, yeah.
I thought we just said we weren't picking the winner.
We're picking the Chiefs
to
in
beat
the situation.
spread.
Yeah.
Nick,
I can still pick under and pick the
not
Chiefs.
that hard.
run.
Yeah, but you can't pick you're not picking the Chiefs. You're either picking over or under. You're not picking individual teams. That's how it works.
I know. Then why did he say I'm picking the Chiefs?
Because I'm picking them to beat the spread.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is why we're not taking seriously this podcast, because half of our episode is dedicated to explaining the most
What do you
basic
mean?
level of betting.
What do you mean? What I don't
How do you
understand.
not
All right.
know over under?
Anyway, over
Okay.
or under. It's a simple answer. You say over or under. I got confused when he said the Chiefs because I thought he was picking the Chiefs to
Are
win.
you going over
The
or
Chiefs
under?
are
Nick, the
I'm going
over
under
under
9.
is 54.5, not
Yeah.
-9.
Well, but you can also, so if I'm saying
We're
I'm going
doing
to take
what
the
they're
over
favored
about the
by.
-9, I'm
Yeah,
taking
I'm
the
going
over
the
as in
over.
I'm taking the over -9. You can say that, like that's like something.
They're
Are you
favored
taking
by
the over,
over.
Stuart?
You're
Shut
saying are they going to win by more than 9? Yes, that's
Yeah.
what
So
you're
I'm
saying.
taking,
I'm
yeah.
saying under for the
Yeah,
1000th
okay.
time. I'm saying under.
yeah,
Just
Okay.
say the team that you have on the spread.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
that
what
works
you-
too. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, let's pretend the game starts out 9-0 Texans. Then who do you have winning that game?
Or 9-0 Chiefs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chiefs.
No, 9-0 Texans. The Chiefs are favored by 9.
Oh. Okay. Still Chiefs.
No,
So-
that's not how it works, Chandler.
What are you
Oh, sorry.
saying?
Okay, number 2, Bears versus Lions. I have Bears.
No, we don't even have a pick yet.
No,
What
so
are you saying? Stop.
This is how it works, okay? Jonas
We're
obviously
we're
knows.
doing who's winning. We're doing
All
who's
right, fine.
winning.
But let
I'm
me
just
just
saying,
explain for a sec.
Nobody
They're
understands
-9.
how this works.
that means
So-
they're
Oh,
favored
you
by
were
9.
gonna- we all understand.
They're
it's
favored by
you.
9. So either you're going to pick Chiefs win by 9 or more points.
Yes.
Or they lose, or they win by 8 or less, or the Texans.
Yeah, that's why I just said that the Texans start up 9-0 because they have to cover that spread.
Right. Okay. Sure.
Don't
Yeah.
go there.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
that's
that's too confusing.
pretty
Okay.
much
Yeah,
Whatever.
what?
So we're going by the spread. We're not doing who wins. That's dumb because the Jags would obviously lose to the Chiefs. So it's the spread.
Okay.
So who do you think that the Chiefs will beat or not beat the spread?
I think Chiefs will
I
beat
think
Not
they'll
us.
beat.
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
don't think they will beat the spread.
I'll take the.
Okay,
yeah,
so-
like,
Nick Stewart, what do you say?
I'll take the Chiefs. Like, I think they're gonna move more than 9.
Okay. So
You
all
can
of us
say
except-
I'll take the over when you're talking about the -9.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So
but I'm taking the under, but I still think the Chiefs are going to win by 7.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
okay,
you
that's
don't
fine.
get-
You
it
don't
doesn't
care.
matter.
It doesn't matter.
doesn't
Okay,
matter.
That
I know.
opinion is
I know.
useless.
I know.
Thank you as a moderator here. It's just
Wow.
Bears Lions. Lions are favored by 3. What do you have?
I don't know how the Lions are
Um,
at all. I'm
the
going
Lions
Bears.
are favored by 3. I'm taking the Lions. I'll
I'm
take
also
the
taking the Lions.
I'll take the Lions. Oh, like the over.
I will too.
I'm going over.
Okay, then Nick and Andrew went Bears. All right.
Bears.
Ravens, Browns. Ravens are favored by 7.5.
I'll take
Going
the
Ravens.
Ravens. Yeah.
I will too.
I'm going Ravens.
Colts,
That's kinda-
Jags. Colts
that's
are
a
favored by
surprise.
8.
Colts who? Jags.
Jags. Colts are favored by 8. I'll take
Who's
the
home?
Colts.
I'm going
I'm
Colts.
going Colts.
All of us.
Yeah, I'll take the
Yeah.
Colts.
Okay. Patriots, Dolphins. Patriots are favored by 6.5. I'll take the Patriots.
I'll take the Pats in the first week.
Yeah, I'll
Take
take Pats.
All of us.
No, I'm going Dolphins.
Dang. All right.
I think the Pats win, but like by 4.
Yeah, that's fair.
Who's home? I think we are.
By
We are.
4?
Eagles
No,
and
you-
Washington.
What's
Eagles
the
are favored by
line?
6.
Eagles,
I'll take the
Washington.
over.
I'll take the over.
I'm
Yeah,
going over.
Eagles.
Eagles
Bills, Jets.
just
Bills are favored by
by
6.5.
Bills, Jets.
Bills.
6.5. Who's home?
Going Bills.
Bills are.
Oh, I guess it
home.
doesn't really
Bills
matter
still
as much, right? Because there's not gonna be fans.
They're still
Yeah.
pumping in crowd noise, but yeah.
Yeah, and they still have the environments there, but I don't think. Who's home?
Yeah.
Bills.
Bills.
I'm
still
going
taking-
Bills.
Okay, I'll take the Bills. So some stadiums are gonna have like a small amount of fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Chiefs.
The Colts.
Yep. Browns and Bengals. Packers and Vikings. Vikings are favored by 3. I will take the under.
Who's favored?
Vikings are favored by 3.
I'm going the under too.
And they're home, right? I'm assuming.
I'm going
Vikings
Packers.
are home, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with the Packers.
Okay.
So we'll take the under.
Raiders, Panthers. Raiders are favored by 3. I'll take the over.
I'm taking the over.
Yeah, I'll take the over too.
All of us?
Yep.
Yep.
Seahawks, Falcons. Seahawks favored by 1.5. I'll take the over.
I'm
Over.
assuming
I'm
Atlanta.
going over.
It's because Atlanta's at home. The home team
Yeah.
gets 3 points. I'll take the over. Yeah. Bet over, everybody.
Yeah.
We'll do a 3-team parlay right now. Nick, how much money you got to bet? No, we
1
can't.
million.
ACMi does not. Nosebleeds does not endorse underage betting or gambling.
Yes. I'm not on. Is it?
No, he has to be
18 or is it
21. I think in Mass it's 21 or
I
maybe
think it's 21. 21.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
different depending on the state.
Chargers, Bengals. Chargers favored by 3.5. I'll take the over.
Yeah. I'll take
Uh,
the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm taking Chargers.
Who's home?
Yeah,
Chargers?
yeah, I'll go Chargers
Bengals are
too.
home.
Okay, so that means they're actually favored by 6 because the home team usually gets 3.
Yep. So what
Yeah,
are
I'm
we
going
going?
Chargers.
Stewart?
Yeah, Chargers.
All of us there. Saints, Bucks. Saints favored by 3.5. The Saints are home.
Ooh.
I'm gonna take the over.
I'll take the
I'm
under.
gonna take the over. I don't think they go in week 1 and win.
I just had this weird.
in
I don't.
war.
Where is
I
it?
get that, but I just have this weird
It's
feeling.
in it's in the
It's in the
Superdome.
Mercedes Benz. Yeah.
Mercedes-Benz.
Do they have fans?
Have pumped-in crowd noise. It's pretty much fine.
So
The thing about football and noise is like it's less like hockey or the NBA where like the fans are right there. It's just kind of like ambient loudness. So
Yeah.
it's really not that big of a deal if the fans aren't there as long as it's loud enough.
Except on kicks.
Yeah, except on like kicks and stuff. College, I even think is more important because the stadiums are smaller.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. For like those big domes, like who can't? Like they can just pretend.
Nick, what do you have?
I'm gonna pick the over.
Dang. I have Brady in fantasy. I'm all in on the Bucks, I guess.
Let's go.
I can't. I'm sorry.
49ers and Cardinals. 49ers are favored by 7.
I'll take the over. I
I'm
don't think the
going
Cardinals are
under.
gonna be
I
bad.
don't like the
I
Cardinals.
really want to take the under, but I won't.
I'm
I'm
taking
going
the
under.
I just have a
I'm
feeling about this. I just have a feeling
This
about
is
this
really
week.
close. Where is it?
Sherman.
It's in San Francisco. I was gonna say Candlestick, but it's not that.
Yeah, not anymore. Levi Stadium now.
Levi Stadium, yeah.
Gene.
I gotta go over.
Who went? Did somebody go under?
I was gonna go under, but then I
Yeah, Nick was
decided
going
not to.
No. Okay. Cowboys, Rams. Cowboys are favored by 3.
Over.
Over.
Let's go over. All of us?
DONIS.
Under.
Ooh.
Dak chokes.
Jared Goff.
Nick Goffson.
Dak chokes. However, in the fourth quarter, he gets a bunch of stupid, idiotic, padded stats
And
that
pass
give me
interference.
fantasy points and give the Eagles the first place in the division. Cha-ching.
Some bold
You
picks.
heard it here first, folks.
You did not hear it here from
Was that the last game?
When the
No, we
Cowboys
have 2
run the
more.
Rams over by 40 points. When CeeDee Lamb has 200 yards, I don't want to hear it, all right?
When he has
Okay,
2
enough about
yards.
CeeDee Lamb. Move on.
Well, you'll be hearing
He has
it.
1 target for 2 yards.
Steelers, Giants. Steelers are favored by 6. I will take the over.
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 I guess I'll
Giants
take the over.
suck.
I hate to break
Yeah,
it.
they
Daniel
suck.
Jones is going to throw 2 picks and have a fumble.
Yeah.
They got,
he had 18
they got
fumbles
Logan
and, like,
Ryan.
14
That
yards.
secondary is a disaster
Yeah.
They
it
did get
is.
Logan Ryan.
for a quarterback.
He's at 1 corner.
Yeah, I know. Poor Daniel Jones. He's like, I want to start my season off to a good start.
I
Except
don't
he
think
plays
that's what he
Steelers.
sounds like.
That's exact. Have you guys seen the interview he does? It's brutal. I forget what it was.
No, I
It was
haven't.
like this guy asking him stupid questions. I forget what it was. He's like, "What's the weirdest thing you've ever done?" He's like, I don't know how to answer that. Is this live? It was just like,
Looks like the Lakers are gonna get the win, Nick.
Oh. Okay, last game.
We didn't pick that. We didn't pick any of those games of that series. So
Yeah, I probably
Beautiful.
did. Whatever. Yeah,
We
last
picked the
game.
series, but not.
Last game.
sorry,
We
last
have the-
game. Yeah, what's up?
This is
Go.
Monday night.
an even
Oh,
spread.
there's a 10 o'clock
Monday
game.
night.
It's a 10 o'clock game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
10,
Chandler,
10,
go.
25.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
This is an
Oh, this
even
is the Broncos.
spread.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's Broncos Titans, so it's just whoever you think's gonna win. I say the Broncos.
Ooh.
Who's at home? I'm wondering.
The Broncos are. They're in
Because usually the
Miles.
home team gets 3 in an even matchup. So it's possible they haven't dropped the line yet. But probably.
It's possible. But they dropped the line for the other Monday night game, so I don't think that's.
I'm just gonna check the app.
I don't think Bradley Chubb and AJ
I'll take the
Johnson
Titans as well.
are enough to stop Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Titans because Von Miller's out.
I say Drew Lock has an emergence game.
Oh yeah, no, they
Mile high
didn't.
where you can throw it farther.
Well, wait, they are Mile High.
The Titans are favored right now. It looks like. But they opened behind and then they're up, but it's too little, so they haven't made a line yet. Like it hasn't moved from 0.
Whatever.
So
We'll just say it's even.
yeah, it is still.
We'll just take it as even.
So
I'll
I'll
take
take the Broncos. What is everyone else saying?
You hear about this crazy Colorado weather though?
Yeah,
I know it's not going to affect. It's snowing right now. It's supposed to be 80 degrees later in the week.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like what?
That's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm gonna go Titans.
Okay.
All right.
What about you guys?
DONIS, what are you going with?
Titans. Yeah.
And Stuart?
Titans.
Okay. All right.
That's all of them. That's all
of
of our predictions there.
Week 1.
For this week, for week 1. We'll be back on Tuesday with a full recap of week 1, all the games that happened, as well as an update of our own personal fantasy football league. If you haven't already seen the draft,
After I go 4-0 in my leagues,
Wow, that's bold.
it's not happening. I'm going 2.
All right. Anyway,
I think I'm going to lose
3-1 if I'm lucky.
All right,
if you haven't already seen our
TikTok.
If you haven't already seen our fantasy football draft, make sure to go check it out on ACMi Sports.
If you're watching
right
this,
now.
please. Nick's holding us hostage in his basement. We need water and food. We haven't had help in 3 days. Please alert the officials.
Why do the end of these episodes always just fall apart every time?
If you're watching
not
at
that
this
this
point,
was
your
already
name is
going
not
so
Nick.
high.
It's not
So just shut up.
I'm
I
sorry.
just remember Nick asked about something was I can't remember what he said. He was like, "Oh, why doesn't this happen?" or something, and then Chandler just goes, "Because you don't deserve basic human rights."
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was just like, "What the fuck?"
I didn't even remember that. I mean, it's fine.
It's tough for a nosebleeder out there.
Nosebleeds.
We should get nosebleeds merch.
It stands for
Nosebleeds
Nick
merch.
always with an O.
Nosebleeds is with an O.
Bullied.
It stands for we stole somebody else's podcast name.
We did not.
We came up with it, but there are 50
Nick
other
came up with
people.
it. He's the one who gets the blame.
This was a temporary name. We've just inherited it. So if
Yeah,
you're
it was
watching it in a
temporary
couple
name,
years
but now
when we're
it's
a successful podcast called the DONIS podcast, let me know.
In your dreams.
After I take complete
BT
ownership.
High Week in Review.
Yeah,
Genius.
after he buys the rights.
BT High Weekend Review has been
Just
shut
remember,
down.
if you're watching this,
Very disappointing.
leave a dislike, comment, KYS,
KYS.
unsubscribe. Yo, peace.
All right. If you haven't already subscribed here on ACMi Sports, follow us on Instagram at nosebleeds__podcast. And tune in next week for our NFL weekly episode. It's going to be on Tuesday. And tune in tomorrow. Oh, no, not tomorrow. Because this is going up on Thursday. So tune in.
Yesterday.
Tomorrow, the NBA one should go up.
Tune in yesterday for our weekly NBA playoffs episode with myself, Chandler Betts, and Stuart Brooks, where we will talk about everything NBA going on right now in the basketball world of things. So, and if you haven't already, check out our hockey episode that went up 2 days ago on Tuesday, so you can watch all of our hockey takes. And stay tuned next week. We're gonna have Monday hockey, Tuesday football, Wednesday basketball from now on. So stay tuned. A lot of Nosebleeds podcast episodes coming your way.
Well, who's that? Who are you comparing that to?
Nick. Nick gets
Nick's a mini
of
fridge.
William the Fridge Perry.
Nick is the mini
The
fridge.
fridge?
He has
Let's
night
go.
terrors.
He's the mini fridge.
I
Nick
wrestled
Mini
at
Fridge
WrestleMania.
Antonakis. Let's go.
Nice. And on that note, that's the episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week.